them say. There's no telling where the guys will take you. Get ready for a spoiler. Won't say it twice, cause we already warned you. Better watch out, it's gonna ruin the plot. Real spoilers. Real spoilers. Real spoilers.
Broadcasting from the lush but not lavish studios located in the basement of the O'Keefe Institute for Advanced Film Snarkitude, this is Real Spoilers, episode 891. Lee and Cronin meet the mummy.
What a bold move to put your name in front of the title when nobody knows who you are.
So I
be fair.
was talking to Max Foisey about this because I was like, should I know who this guy is?
Nope.
Like if I would, because I'm not like a horror aficionado.
He's a body horror
we
guy.
know.
And so I'm just trying to own it, you know, like I know where my
I get it.
expertise
Yeah.
is, right? And it's sitcoms of the 70s. That's it. That's all I got.
That's very good.
And so I was like, if I was, would I know who this guy is? And he's like, no, you would not. And so apparently the reason for this is they test screened it, The Mummy,
Yeah.
as just The Mummy, and everybody at the test screening was like, I mean, I guess it's okay, but where's Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
And so then
That's fair.
So then they were like, we'll call it Blumhouse's The Mummy. Okay. So they test screen it again, and now everybody's like, but where was Brendan Fraser? So then they were like,
Well, wait, did they? I'm trying to think of the timing because they did announce that Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz and
they
all those
are
people are coming back
for
their Mummy.
a Mummy 4.
I mean, they just
Yeah.
announced that recently,
Yeah.
like a month ago.
Okay,
Or something.
okay.
So then they were like, well, we'll just call it Lee Cronin's The Mummy, because then what happens is people go,
Who the hell is Lee
who
Cronin?
the hell's Lee Cronin? And then they pay attention, and then now they know it's not a Brendan Fraser movie.
I'm still
Okay.
going, well, where's like the mummy though?
So this,
I thought they were
we
going to
should
be
do
asking,
the-
where's the person with the bandages walking
we should do
around?
the intros because I agree with you, and we'll get into it.
Oh, tease.
Okay.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah.
let's go around the table and we can introduce ourselves.
It's me, Matt.
This is Joe.
It's me, Kevin.
Oh,
And it's Tom.
yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Following your lead.
Yeah.
I'm not a follower.
I do what I want.
I'll do what I always do.
Well, it's every other one. We were just...
Oh,
Damn it.
Damn.
See, it's a pattern. I like that.
It's me, Tom.
Oh,
you
do it,
did
do
it.
it.
No,
That's going
I
to throw my
refuse.
OCD off.
Too bad. You're on
No.
your own.
That's how horror aficionados say it. So,
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use
I'm
descript.
punk rock horror, so I just do what I want.
so your kindness horror?
Yes.
Because that's the real
Yes,
punk
that's
rock.
the real punk rock.
And I'm using AI to change a thing.
Oh no.
We've done it
Wouldn't
before.
be the first time.
We've done it before. So before we dig in, shameless plugs, don't forget we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, wherever you find a podcast, you can find us. While you are there, be sure and follow us so you never miss an episode. Maybe leave us a review. That's super helpful and greatly appreciated.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
That's why we appreciate them so much
That's
when
right.
they occasionally happen.
When Matt chimes in and sends like a random one in from a burner account
Yeah.
saying that they want more Matt F Basler on the podcast.
I was waiting for Chris Pendleton's response.
He did not respond. That's okay.
dead to us,
Oh
Pendleton.
God.
So
He's like, that bloke.
they love us over in the Yuck.
Yeah, that's right.
So where was I at? Oh, shameless plugs and then the reviews, and then you can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Real Spoilers. While you're there, like the page, join the group. It's called the League of Show Sharers because we are hoping you will share an episode. People who were kind enough to share an episode last week include Tom Dowdy, Julianne Jordan, Gabriel Lugo, Glenn Cougar, Melon Brewer, Ralph Tribble, Tammy Lynn Powers, Betts, Chris Magic Man, Richard Krotzer, Brendan McGuckin, Heather Sachs, Jason McLean, Colby Mack, Mike and Oscar, James Install, Cinema Recall, The Kryptonian Orphan, Ryan Terry, Edit Photo Gamer, Geek to Me Radio, Ronnie Castle, Nostalgia Cast, Matt Naglia, and In Session Film. So thank you very much for sharing an episode. That is very much appreciated, and we mean that sarcastic.
That's just how he sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just, yeah,
It's my everyday
Trust
voice.
us, he always sounds like that.
it's just speech impediment. They fixed the R's and the S's,
But not the sarcasm.
but not the just the overall mood. You know,
Like, Tom, we got a nice glowing review. Oh, that's nice.
great, great.
Cool.
He seems like a great dude. It's really awkward when it's like, do you take this woman? I do. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's-
Whatever.
Yeah.
Now, see, I know that there's a Kids in the Hall sketch that is that exact
There is,
premise.
yeah.
Oh, really?
But I'm not going to say it, so the commenters will get mad that we don't know about the
Yes.
sketch,
Oh,
and then
that's
they'll
smart.
say it.
Look
That's
at
good
that.
for the engagement.
Thinking
Yeah.
ahead. Well done.
Good for the
And
engagement.
even if you just revealed that, they're going to comment anyway and be like, I don't care. I'm not going to do that because you told me to.
Yeah.
And they'll still comment.
Everything's bait.
Yeah.
It is true.
We've already decided who's going to think what about the movie.
Yes.
So
This is
people
all
can
We
be
cleared it ahead of time.
can be mad at
Yeah.
the right guy.
Right.
This is all very badly scripted.
If something is worth doing, it's worth doing badly.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what I always say.
and I will do it.
Yes. Also, don't forget we have a Patreon, patreon.com/real spoilers, where for $5 a month you get all sorts of bonus content. We like you extra. You get ad-free episodes. You can also watch all of these over on the YouTube at youtube.com/@NYA_ampersand real spoilers.
And the great thing about Matt Basler episodes is you have to watch it to tell if he has a shirt on or not.
Yeah.
This whole time he could have a shirt
We never
on.
know.
And little gold
he
pants.
He does show up, and we're like, well,
My home is
it's a good day.
No shoes, no shirt, no service. So
Even in the bedroom.
But when I come over with
if you
shirt
look like
and
this, you
shoes,
leave your shirt on too.
if you're wearing shirt and shoes, Tom will service you.
Yeah.
Correct. No pants, though.
Didn't say anything about
That's
it.
true. That's a good point.
That's not an accident.
That, yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Just cutting down on
it's not a bug.
just time.
It's not a bug. It's a feature.
That's right.
So anyway, I think I said all the things I'm legally obligated to say. Let's dig in, shall we?
So
This is okay.
Oh.
No, because usually you finish that, and then Joe will say a thing, and you can tell. You basically
tone of the
stop.
whole
You can
thing.
stop right
Yes.
there.
The whole thing is set by Joe's first
He'll
response
go
to
like
Tom.
that. He'll go. This was great.
Yeah. Or so.
here's the
Don't
thing.
spoil it for the listeners.
This movie, like the Blumhouse Universal reboots, they have been trying to do, like the Invisible Man is 100% a complete like reinvention of the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
it, and it worked
great.
and it was
Great.
perfectly, right? It was incredible.
Yeah.
The Wolfman, they try to do the same thing where they try to make the guy, the werewolf, have this real world
right. It's a
reason to
sickness
be
that-
It's like
to
a little
look-
bit more grounded in reality.
Yes. And maybe if it's just a straight up werewolf,
Like
that movie works.
superheroes in the 90s.
Yes, exactly.
I think the problem with that though is that now zombie movies have gotten to the point where they're like, oh well, it's not like it's a disease that blah blah blah. Like they try to ground.
It's not a voodoo curse.
I gotta tell you,
Right, they try
Yeah.
to ground zombie movies, so it's like, well, if you're going to do that with werewolf, it's like, well, then it's just a zombie movie. I want a werewolf movie.
But I think with zombie movies, they've started to walk that back because, like, The Last Train to Busan, there's no reason for the zombie. They're just zombies, and they're people on a train, right?
That's my least favorite Monkey song.
People on a train.
Last Train to Busan.
Oh, and then I don't. Is that really a song for them?
Last Train to
Clarksville.
Clarksville.
Oh, all right.
It's a very, very well-known
Sequel
song.
songs
for
are
me.
never.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sequel. The sequel.
Like
but the-
Unforgiven 2.
Oh, hey, that's on Reload.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, it's bad.
What
are
it's
we
fine.
doing? What are we doing?
Unforgiven
There's an
2?
Unforgiven 3.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
guess.
on Death Magnetic, I think.
James.
Yeah,
Come on.
and it doesn't even start the same.
You were phoning it in.
Yeah, Death Magnetic is a good album.
Are there other sequel songs?
What's
Yeah, there are.
Doesn't It's My Party have a sequel?
It's
or-
My Party has a sequel.
No,
Does it?
Maybe.
I know there's
Peggy
a.
Sue-
You know what?
Peggy Sue got.
There's a follow-up to A Boy Named Sue.
Is there really?
Yeah.
By
It's-
him?
Yeah, it's by the guy who wrote it.
Oh.
So it's written by Shel Silverstein, the guy
Yeah.
that
Right.
did Where the Sidewalk
Yeah,
Ends.
yeah.
And there's a horribly offensive
Oh no.
Is it a girl named something?
Boy Named Sue sequel.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
It's a choice.
Look it up. Look
he
it up.
also doesn't. He has some. Shel Silverstein also had some questionable stuff, right? Am I making that up?
There was some controversy.
Like,
About
there
it.
was
He was
some- there was-
canceled for something.
He
One
put
of
his-
the books.
He
one of
put
the-
his scary picture on the
Oh, that was.
flap of the books.
Yeah, there was one of the stories in the book was like
I thought there was one book.
offensive in retrospect.
Yeah.
In modern times.
Yeah. But there is an Unforgiven 3 that doesn't. I think it's on Death Magnetic. That does not even start the same.
I thought
like,
William
at least,
Money died at the end of
No,
Unforgiven.
no. He had a kid, didn't he? Yeah. There's actually a.
He's
I think there's
still unforgiven.
I think there's a Japanese remake of that with Ken Watanabe as he's like a.
That's interesting because I feel like all westerns are remakes of
They are.
Japanese films.
And yeah, they're like, hey, we can do it too.
Yeah.
So like the Wolfman, they try to ground it in reality, and I think the Zach I've
Where were the Nards then?
heard
If
well.
it was in reality.
He didn't. That was a scarier Wolfman. This is Wolfman Monster Squad
They,
looks great
What if the Wolfman was hairless and just wet?
with protruding teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have read CinemaCon was this past week, and I have read a few things about Zach Krieger's zombie flick, the Resident
Krieger?
Evil
Yeah.
remake. And
Excited about that.
apparently it is balls to the wall.
I cannot wait.
Like no, but it doesn't have anything really to do with the game. Like it's not a reboot of the game. It's just like it's called. I don't know.
But they're finally okay. So the thing with Resident Evil is, even though that first one is really fun, it has nothing to do with the games.
No, they
It's
have like
just
character. They have,
bonkers.
and I think when they get further into the series, they're
Okay,
like,
but-
here's Nemesis
But
and
the
here's
first,
this
we're
thing.
talking about the first one, though,
Yes,
right? And it's like, so
yes.
it was a fun action movie, but not really about the game. I think this one is supposed to be set in the mansion or something like. It's like more of a
Oh, okay.
haunted house type of
Yeah.
movie.
At this point, though, too, like that's kind of what the games are. Some of the games
The
don't have
games have
anything to do with
gotten-
the other games until they go like, oh, and it's Umbrella Soda.
They are all connected. though. The
that's-
lore is crazy in the games.
It's
They all
the
do
most
connect
the most
eventually.
recent ones are all like it's
But, yeah.
Leon and
Yeah.
Chris and all those people.
But if
are
you
in it.
played, was it 7? Was the first? Whatever. What? This isn't a video game.
The
podcast?
Village?
Yeah, Village.
Yeah, those.
But they
Yeah.
all tie together.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah,
But just
Because
but
in
like
the village
this
is
movie
like
could tie.
village is like an old village that basically they find out that that's where where
Ouroboros or whatever.
they created or found whatever they created the bioweapon from that creates the zombies. It
Yeah.
was back in this village, so like they all tie together eventually.
Those games are pretty good.
Dude, RE9
That's pretty great.
is insane.
That's pretty good.
Really good.
So backing up,
Yes.
the song is called "The Father of a Boy Named Sue,"
Ruh-roh.
and it's from the dad's perspective.
Oh my god.
So you get to find out where he got the name Sue.
And do we want to know?
So apparently, Sue was the name of a trans woman
Okay.
who he beats up,
Cool.
Oh.
and then
Oh,
That is a choice.
misgenders throughout the song, and then eventually ends up in a sexual relationship with. It's a lot to unpack there, Shell.
Yeah.
It's a lot to unpack.
and then he names his son Sue.
Yes.
For reasons.
For reasons.
Okay.
That is a choice. That is a choice to make that song.
Yeah.
So these movies, so like they try to ground those in reality, and the Wolfman does not work, which is a bummer because that is my favorite Universal monster. So then they announce that they're going to do the Mummy, and I
But
think
different people. Only Lees can make these movies. But
correct,
different
yeah.
people.
So Lee Cole, what's this guy's name?
No,
No, Lee Winnell did the Invisible Man
right.
and
He's
the
the, and that's why I was
Wolfman.
confused because I'm like, it was Lee something, the Mummy, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna
Lee
keep
Cronin. Cronin?
Cronin.
Cronin is this one.
Okay.
Lee Cronin,
So he did,
lead singer of REO Speedwagon.
or the son of David Cronenberg.
Well, and that's the thing too that's funny is like, yeah, Cronenberg is all body horror, and now Lee Cronin. I wonder if there's some kind of
Maybe.
if he picked that name.
But
or
he did
something.
Evil Dead Rise,
looking
which
forward
is
to
incredible.
Evil
Lee
Dead Rises.
Berg's creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he had a great time making it because
Because he did it again.
did it again. But not
Evil
as
Dead Rise.
good.
Evil Dead Rise is great.
Evil Dead Rise
that
is
movie
is a perfect
so
Evil Dead.
fun. It is so fun.
It's-
Well, you're talking about if you should know this guy or not. Evil Dead Rise was enough for me to go, oh, Lee Cronin?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
That's
it.
what
I
he's
agree.
known for. That's his big thing. He's made some other movies.
Is he doing the new Evil Dead?
I don't
Because there's one that comes out this year.
think so.
I don't. Yeah, it's not on his IMDb.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
think so.
Well, maybe he really wanted to. And he was like, that's what this movie is. This is my biggest problem with this movie, is it is Evil Dead's The Mummy. Like, this is the exact same premise of every Evil Dead movie.
That's not a problem for me.
That's fine.
Some of the horror
that's a
comedy stuff was very
That
Evil
is a
Dead.
selling point for me.
Yeah.
Here's the other issue I take
Under
with this movie.
Siege was just Die Hard, but we still
That's
had a good
true.
time.
That's true. One of the very few Steven Seagal movies that I will still revisit.
Above
because
the Law.
Marked for Death is also pretty good.
I don't think I saw that one.
That
But
was
Above
pretty
the
good.
Law.
Those three. That's it.
Yeah.
Just go through them all, guys.
You could
Sounds
call
like
it
you
a day.
love it.
Would you like to go with Glimmer Man? Would you like me to keep going? Under Siege 2. The other problem I have with this movie is the lead actor is the awful, awful boyfriend in Midsommar. And he's so good as a complete bag that when I see him in this, I was like, no, I don't like you.
But that's
Like,
not his fault.
It's not, I'm not saying it's
But
his
he's got a
fault.
beard now.
Yeah.
True. It's
So-
a longer beard.
He's got
But,
the beard that says
I'm a caring father.
I might be opening for Old Dominion. He looks like he would have 2 moderate hits at country radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Rayner
that's
is
perfect.
the-
That's a perfect description of this
Yeah.
beard. It was very hard for me to
If,
not.
and if you don't Google Jordan Davis,
any of those
and
guys.
he looks like
any of those. Yeah, all of those guys. It was hard for me to get out of my own head in that I'm supposed to feel sympathy for this guy.
Yeah.
But I was like, I saw what you did to Florence
Well,
Pugh.
Midsommar
I don't like
was
it.
so
I'll tell you.
long
I
ago.
like
Tell you
it.
what, I didn't recognize him,
Okay.
and it wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have
You
changed.
still-
Wouldn't
you
have
still-
changed your viewing
No.
experience. I thought, oh, this guy. Sure, he's a dad. He's a nice, cool dad.
Yeah. This did not work for me at all. I think The Mummy is the least, next to The Invisible Man, honestly, the least scary of the Universal monsters. I think
Okay, but that's the problem. I think you have to go this direction with it.
No,
and
I
make
agree.
it a super body horror, because what are you gonna do? Have a guy in bandages walking around? Ooh,
Well, I will say,
mean,
if-
I'm
you
sorry,
ever-
I'm sorry, Matt. I should have warned you.
the hammer version of the Mummy, which if you don't know, like in the 70s, I think Hammer got
MC Hammer, famous.
No.
Oh,
Hammer started pumping out like
Please,
their
Mummy, don't hurt them.
Please, Mummy, don't hurt them. Their own version of like the Universal monsters. So they have a werewolf movie. They have a bunch of Dracula movies, a bunch of Frankenstein movies, a few, and that Mummy movie with Christopher Lee as the Mummy and Peter Cushing as the guy who fights the Mummy, I guess. Are
the Brendan
good.
Fraser.
Yeah.
The anti-mummy.
The anti-mummy, yes.
Daddy.
Duddy.
Are good. Are like there is like it's a good creature look. It's those are good.
Yeah.
But the original Universal monster movies, I'm like, I
but
don't
you
know
can't
what
just.
the.
It was a different time, and you can't just make those Universal
I
monster
agree.
movies today,
I
right?
100%
and like,
agree with
so
you.
I think the direction
It's
they
a
went.
different time. That's why the Mummy keeps misgendering.
Mummy was a man.
Yeah,
come to find out.
it was.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't have any choice but to go this direction with it, and I liked this movie. I thought it was. I thought I expected it to be very, very bad, and did not know.
Oh,
what,
really? I didn't think it was going to be very bad.
I thought it was going to be bad, and I was like, okay. I mean, they're doing the body horror, creepy. Like, I don't know, it was good.
I wish they had a moment where they were doing, like police work. Where they were trying to figure out what the hell. Like I was into that story.
Yes, I was very much thinking like Long Legs, you know, like the detective aspect, and Seven, obviously, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
where-
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like this is where I'm at. Like this is what I like.
cool.
And then
Interesting.
I did not like. Shut
I
up.
thought get rid of all of that.
Really?
I didn't know. Anytime they went to the,
I don't
just
like-
away from the
to
family.
Egypt,
Not
you didn't like the Egypt part of it.
well.
Is it just
Just the
Egyptians in
story
general?
of
you
like
don't
the
like, or-
family dealing with this problem. Because it is the movie's almost like a one room.
It's Evil
like
Dead.
Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
But then like it's like if you're watching Evil Dead and then they cut to like a detective trying to figure out a
Well,
crime.
I think
Like,
in Evil Dead though they are doing like detective work to figure out what the hell is going on. You know, like at least
I know what it was when they play that old tape. I'm like, oh, that's Evil Dead.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that
The
was-
old tape was the worst. because
When they explain everything?
yeah.
The exposition tape.
I guess
Well, first off, okay, they bring the VHS tape
Okay,
in,
well-
and I was like,
It's 2026, bro.
she disappeared in 2018.
I knew, and you were gonna have this comment. And I was gonna say the
hold
same
on.
thing.
And your video recorder is formatted 16:9.
Uh-huh.
Now I don't know
I thought
why
the same thing.
the woman filmed it on VHS, the initial bad woman, but it's the grandma's house, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
no, you think there's because I was gonna say, how do you bring a tape? I hope you brought a VHS player.
I said the same thing. I was like, and
I
they have a
thought-
VHS
I
player.
was like,
But-
oh, they digitized it.
But he said it's the grandma's house, and I
Maybe
mean,
it's
my
just
grandma
been set
even
up.
my grandma even still has VHS tapes that she used to show my son like
For
the
real?
past few years
Does she
ago.
still have a VHS player?
Well, no, she just showed. She just
They're
showed.
called VCRs.
I know what I said.
No, she just showed him the tapes.
That's what you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
Just hold it up to the
This
light.
is-
Hold them in the light.
This is,
Yeah.
Look real quick.
Maybe she's just like cool and retro. Courtney just bought a VCR combo, and we've been watching VHS. So maybe she just likes watching Man of the House on VHS. also,
That's the most insane poll you could have come up with.
I do love that you have an explanation for that, and it's somewhat plausible. Actually.
I spent a lot of time thinking. Well, I was thinking about all the dumb stuff in this movie, and that was one where I went, "Hold on, don't." You can't just
That's
make fun of
wild.
everything.
Because when she shows up with that VHS, Shirley, I'm like,
this
what
thing
are
has
you?
been hidden for decades, and I'm
Right.
just like, you told us she disappeared 8 years ago.
There's a comedian that I follow that has it's Matt McCarthy, and he has like this video. He has videotapes. That's what he does, and he has like this garage full of videotapes. And one of his things is like, let's get when he's going to throw on a tape, he's like, let's make sure there's no mold on it. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, ruin all your
So I
tapes,
was
yeah.
thinking, I was like, did they check for the mold? Like, there's
If there's any tape that's got mold, that tape's got mold.
No, it's wrapped up in a handkerchief. Yeah. It should be fine.
underground.
And
It's
you know what
box.
makes-
The sarcophagus is airtight. Yeah, that's the whole point.
I think another problem I have with the whole cop thing, they kept going.
That was it for me. The VHS was the only problem I had.
Oh, okay. They kept going like, we have to know what happened to our daughter. But like, if my daughter was like floating up in the air and eating bugs, it just would be like, we got to deal with this right here, right now. And I also didn't quite understand the timeline of the movie.
So she goes missing in 2018. No,
Well, more like when they get her. Like, how long was she in the house?
I feel like 3 days. It had to be.
But then also it
Like
feels
Jesus.
like
Like Jesus.
the grandma
Also a zombie.
died and they had the funeral and like
Yeah.
That's
there-
true.
And I agree with you. Like there's
That's
times when it
true.
feels like this had to be 3 days, and then there's times when I'm like, well, maybe it was a couple weeks.
No, that's a good point.
I don't think so. I think it was a few.
Also,
I think
who still has a funeral in their home?
Well,
Well,
I
that
mean, it's
was
very
a
obvious that they are
Spanish thing or
Spanish,
something.
and
It was-
like there's definitely like a lot of like Spanish culture in that house. That house is also completely ridiculous. Like it's set in the mountains
I
of
can't tell how-
Albuquerque, like by itself.
It's either a huge house or they're all just completely unaware.
I feel like it's like the titty twister in From Dusk Till Dawn, where like it looks like this, but then when you pan,
right.
you pan back, and there's like
just stuff would be going on in a next room and they
Yeah.
couldn't hear it. And I thought, well, maybe it's like supernatural. But then there's a part where the mom starts coming up the steps and she's like, oh, I'm hearing something.
Well, then you've also got the weird trapdoors that go around the house.
That's what I was saying. Like, hey guys, we're going to build you a house. Do you want every room to be like 4 feet smaller and have these pathways
that are
I'll
all
just-
connected.
We already have hallways. It's going to have hallways? Oh, yeah, we'll have those too.
Secret
Put in the
Secret
walls
doors
that,
is-
that mom and dad are gonna have to crawl around in and not try to bang their head on beams and stuff.
I will say, according to Claude,
Okay.
that is common in Spain to have.
Yeah, I thought like the wake in the house,
And that used to be common in America.
it did.
It's why they're called funeral homes.
Correct.
They were trying to no, it's still at home.
It's so
And they
cool.
mentioned in the movie, and they're like, she would want it this way because, like, we're gonna get her out of here as soon as possible, but we know she would want it this way. Like, they allude to the fact that the grandma would want her funeral like this.
That is one of the most Evil Dead scenes ever.
Still
Not
crawling on the
an
ceiling
Evil
and-
Dead
You know
movie.
what? I thought it reminded me.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
Me of Dead Alive.
1,000,000%.
That whole, and I also considered, was this movie supposed to be funnier at some point?
I honestly think this is an Evil Dead movie that they restructured into The Mummy.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, there's so much of this that is right out of an Evil Dead movie.
Maybe that's why I liked it. I mean, that's not a bug for me. Like Matt was
It's
saying, I mean,
not
if you
a
make a
bug
movie like Evil Dead,
But
if it
here's
is a
the-
bug, you would eat it.
You would eat it.
so-
Yeah. It's the problem is it's not. I don't know if that, like, I think it's supposed to be funnier because those Evil Dead movies obviously have Evil Dead Rise did not have a lot of comedy in it.
But it's like goofy. I mean, it's a different kind of comedy, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a goofball, like,
The Evil Dead 2 is obviously the,
Right, yeah.
you know, but this one, like, it is gross, which I expected, which is fine.
For me, so like I think I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Like
Did it go too far for you?
it was too much. It went to the gross well way too often for me.
Okay.
Like-
Did you see Evil Dead Rise?
Yeah,
I think we reviewed
covered
it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was just like, okay, I get it. Like it just, especially by the end where it was just gross thing on top of gross thing on top of gross thing. I was just like you were losing me here. I actually liked the story. I was surprised
The story's really good.
I was
That's what I'm
surprised that they
saying.
put this much thought into the
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
The script and the
I like the lore. I like the
Yeah.
background. I like the hard rethink of what a mummy is.
I
Like
have no problem with
I
that.
like the idea of what they're doing with these universal monsters of like, well, let's recontextualize them. Like I think that's cool.
Do you think you can
when
do
it
that?
works?
Do you think you could do that for the other two? I don't think you can.
what do we got left?
Dracula and Frankenstein.
And Black Lagoon creature.
Creature could work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dracula's
Creature
just a
could
guy
work.
that needs transfusions often. He just
Well, I think
I just
He's
don't,
on
I don't know
dialysis.
those two you can do.
I think the problem with Dracula and Frankenstein is we've seen it so many
That's true.
times.
That's true.
I don't know that there's anything all that new left to bring to the equation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we've seen it so many times.
and
if
we've
you-
seen
but
it recently.
What if you just
Yeah.
made a movie about like a serial killer and called it Dracula?
Yeah.
And that was his game
You
as
know.
he drank the blood.
David Smith's Dracula.
Detective Dracula.
Do whatever you want.
There
So,
probably
yeah.
is a Detective Dracula.
There has
I
to
bet.
be. There's got to be. There's so
Yeah.
many. Yeah. So like basically, we've got this family, and they are the dad is like a foreign correspondent on something
In Egypt.
in Egypt, and he has gotten this job. They've got this family. The mom is pregnant. Katie is the oldest daughter. Then they've got a younger son, and the dad gets this job, so they're moving to New York. And in this time, we see this creepy woman start to. We find out later that she has been basically grooming Katie to trust her or her daughter.
It starts with the daughter. I think it's.
Oh,
been-
it starts with the
it's
family.
the daughter
It's-
that's been giving her all the candy bars,
Yes.
and then for the big final, we're gonna snatch.
Mom
the
shows
mom
up.
steps in.
And we should say that, like, before we meet this family, there's another family, and they are the dad and the kids. Everybody seems real cool with each other. Mom does not. Mom does not seem okay at all.
She's a real piece of work.
She has a
She's something.
headache.
She has a headache, and this family is very annoying.
That song is annoying.
It is annoying, but they were having a good time, and so
I think
they.
it's the Egyptian equivalent of Crazy Frog.
Yeah.
I forgot. Don't listen to Crazy Frog. Something happens, and like the parents kind of have exchanged glances, and they go downstairs, and they like in their basement they have what looks like the top of a pyramid, and then they go lower and they go into this other area, and there's this giant
bottom of a
sarcophagus.
There
pyramid.
ain't no way a bird got that much blood in it, right?
Well, I think that's the whole point.
Too much blood in a bird?
I think it's
That's what the mummy does?
well, I think it's supposed to be like this doesn't make any sense.
Juicy Birds.
Juicy birds.
If I'm walking around outside and there's birds got way too much blood in them, I would be scared. That is scary. So
I don't like it.
I don't-
I don't like it. So they ask if the
You see, this is your Dracula where you think you get the juicy bird, and he
Oh.
just treats him like Capri Suns. He just puts a straw right in it.
it's a cinematic universe.
Yeah.
well they tried that.
Dracula needs the mummy to juice the birds,
And then Tom Cruise is trying to rein them all in.
and then you don't even have to get a guy. You just get a voiceover, and I'm the Invisible Man.
That's all you need. Yeah,
They
just
do
a
the
guy-
Monster Mash.
The what?
So it was a graveyard smash.
Yeah.
There you go. So they go down in this sub basement, and there's this giant sarcophagus, and they have all these like things to lift. It looks like something out of Hellraiser, like things to lift it up. And the guy's like, "Is he awake yet?" And she was like, "No, I don't think so." And of course, the thing is awake.
This guy looks like your traditional mummy, though.
This guy,
You only see him for a split
I will
second.
say though, when you see boyfriend at the end of the movie, he looks like traditional mummy.
Yeah.
So there is like a look that they were going for.
I mean, she does too. They unwrapped her. I mean, when she's in the sarcophagus, she's wrapped up
But
like
they
a mummy
They
too.
don't ever seem like they wrap them very tight. They just kind of lay those things on top of them.
She looked when we get to spoilers for the end. When you get to the end, that guy looks pretty tight in there.
Which guy? Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
What can I ask? And please don't make fun of me. That's a dumb question. Is she wrapped in bandages the whole time?
So yes, so when they, God damn it, yes,
But
I think she is,
but how?
but we don't know it.
You would know
because
that's not skin. Those
Why
are bandages,
do they not
right?
know that? And
I
did it
thought
fuse with
yes, that's because when they start the process of peeling them off, like her skin is coming with it.
Right.
So
I mean, she's been wrapped up for 8 years.
8 years.
I remember Crystal
But
trying to
so-
take off her bandages after she got hit by
Yeah,
a car.
right.
But
And it
so
was
have-
already doing that after a
Gross.
few days.
Yeah.
So have mummies, though. You'd probably get that off of there.
Well, yeah, when there's no skin left.
I guess she's alive.
Like when you take the bandages off of like a real mummy, there's nothing left. Like there might be like dried out skin, but like this girl is alive.
Okay.
They're not.
All right. Okay.
So we find out that Katie has been targeted because she is young and innocent, and they are the best vessels to keep this which I do like this. I do like that it's not like a traditional mummy. It's this demon that if it were to get out will wipe out everything, because that it goes from family to family and just like destroys the family.
A thing I don't like often about like possession movies and ghost movies is that they don't tell you the rules enough. They don't tell you what does this ghost do.
Yeah, sure.
And it was silly, but I do like that they go, an innocent child works the best. But anybody's fine. You can put in anybody. Because at the end of the movie, I definitely would have been going, well, I thought I had to go in a kid though. So how come?
No,
But he's a child at heart.
That's correct.
But they said it. They said it. And that's all I
they
know
do say
sometimes.
an innocent child works best because they
They
are
live the
innocent and they
longest.
live longer.
Yeah.
But you could put it in anybody you
no,
really want.
it's just you're gonna have to do this again in another 10 years if we
I'm
don't pick
saying
a
this.
kid.
This
yeah.
is
It's
great.
like buying
This
a
is-
used car,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? Like
Yeah.
it'll be
Left-
fine, but like it's already got 75,000 miles.
And
do a
then
little work
when
on
the
it.
person at the mummy dealership is really selling on this kid,
Right.
That's like, I mean, it'll work, but
You don't want to put the mummy in grandpa, you know?
No,
'cause it's
that's
like-
bad idea. You got like 10 years maybe.
And
So-
maybe if the lady saw that innocent kid tackled her brother moments before, maybe she wouldn't.
I got to tell you, the little brother is great.
Interesting.
I thought he was very funny. Where there's a scene where he threw the Katie tackles her brother because he threw the doll off the side of the house.
I was hoping we'd stick with those kids. I thought
did
they were
too.
great. Yeah.
And you do kind of, they just flip it and like when they flash forward, there's a new little girl and the older brother is older. So the dynamic is still there, but it doesn't work. But I do like where the kid goes, I can't lie, I did do that. I wanted to see if my parachute would work. And I thought that little boy was very funny.
I thought all the kids were good in this movie. I thought they did
Yeah,
a
I
good
thought
job being.
the kid that played Maude, I thought was
I mean,
great
she was
because
real
she was
creepy when she got
very
possessed.
funny
It was-
and cute, and then
Yeah.
she was not
Yeah.
that at all when she's like plucking her own teeth out, which I was like,
She did a great job.
it's Evil Dead. I've seen this. I know what's gonna happen. This is Evil Dead the remake,
Yeah.
not.
Right.
I do want to say like the Evil Dead remake goes hard in everything that it does, like the sawing of the face and the all that stuff. It goes like Evil Dead 1 and 2 do stuff, but Evil Dead the remake with Jane Levy, no, is that right? Is that who's in that?
Eugene Levy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not Ash.
Right. But she is at. Well, whatever.
She's not.
Then her name.
No.
They don't do it.
Her name's Mia.
They don't do the where it's like you're in my middle name.
Doesn't he pick her up at the end of the movie or something?
No, he has like there's
Is that deleted scene?
No,
Does he
there's-
drive up in a truck or something?
no.
Oh.
There's a cameo where he's like in silhouette and he just looks at the camera and just says groovy.
Groovy. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Remember-
Jane Levy.
Jane
yeah.
Levy.
Remember in the Batman movie when he's like,
Which one?
my first name's Robin or whatever. My one middle.
Oh,
Oh, that's so
Oh, the end of the Christopher Nolan's trilogy.
Christopher.
Oh, why don't
I
you go
loved
by
it.
your middle name?
no, his first name. His first name's Robin
And then I would be like, well,
because he kept saying his name was John, and they're like, we don't have any John. He's like, try my first name, and she was like, oh, Robin, and he was like, nah.
why they do
that was so
that?
unnecessary to
I loved
cap
it.
off the trilogy.
I loved it. Robin's one of my like Dick Grayson is one of my favorite characters.
But he wasn't Dick Grayson.
Yes, he
though.
was.
Well,
Okay,
then,
well then call him Dick.
then he
That's
either,
fine, but he was Robin.
but he can't be Robin because that's his name.
It's his name, literally. Yeah,
You
that
can't
was.
use your. That's a good
It
point.
was just silly because it doesn't mean anything.
Maybe he.
It means something to me.
Maybe-
Other than wink, wink, you recall this
Yeah.
name.
you gotta see this new Super Mario movie.
No, I don't.
You're gonna love
No,
it,
I
dude.
don't.
So many.
That has nothing for me.
There it is.
After,
Yeah, right.
after that first one, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, that has nothing for me.
It's just an Easter egg, a second, I'm sure.
right.
No thanks.
So this woman steals Katie from this like hidden garden. There's actually
Secret
there's
garden?
Nope.
Oh.
There's a good little scene where the dad is kind of looking in Katie's room and he looks into
The dollhouse.
the
There's
dollhouse
a
and
million-
sees all of these candy wrappers and he's on the phone with his wife and he was like, "Have you been giving Katie candy?" And she was like, "What are you talking about?"
like a lot of
A
candy.
lot. And he goes to the brother and the brother has a great line where he's like, "I promised I wouldn't tell you if she kept giving me candy."
I think
Suddenly
that
the
whole
brother is Spritle.
Yeah.
that whole setup is funny too, and I'm fine with it. It's a movie, you gotta like do things, but they gave her candy to make her trust them. They sent the kid first, and then the creepy mom
Yeah,
comes,
yeah.
and then the mom gives her an apple and
No,
says,
it was a
or,
A nectarine.
nectarine.
Why couldn't the kid just give her the nectarine?
Gives her-
She can't recite
well,
the thing.
the mom gives her nectarine, says a magic spell, a beetle comes out, crawls down her throat,
Yep.
Have you ever tried to hide a beetle in a candy bar,
knocks
Kevin?
her out.
Think it through.
I guess.
think I mean it's a magic beetle.
No, I know, but it just seems like you just could have went and grabbed her. It's because they have to grab her anyway. Like,
Oh, well, this way she's not talking or screaming.
yeah.
but she did do the spell, which wasn't the ritual.
The spell is the beetle coming out of the
Oh, the spell was for the beetle?
Uh-huh.
And then the beetle makes you quiet.
I thought she
don't
was
know.
kind of
No, the she said
okay.
Katie takes the nectarine or whatever it was. The mom starts reciting the thing and the beetle pops out of the nectarine and then crawls
Because
down
it kind of
Katie's
seems
throat.
like you could have just done it without her even knowing you were there. Just put the nectarine on the ground and say the words and let it.
Yeah, she's a
what-
kid. She just eats stuff off the ground all
Yeah.
the time.
She didn't eat the nectarine.
I think it just has to be creepy.
But
you know? It's
Yeah.
just
Again,
creepy.
because then the wrappers are in the thing so that people know something's happening. Like, it's
Right.
all fine.
You got
It's-
TikTok brain. You just want it to be over in 5 seconds and move on. These are scenes
No, I'm
of a
more
movie,
like
man.
cinema scenes brain where it's like oh, that's dumb. That's actually dumb.
So now this kid goes missing. Everybody gets, the police are showing up. I do like that it's the same cop in the beginning, which leads to a good scene later in the movie. We've got this rookie cop and then her older, like not partner, but like the guy who works in missing persons. And he immediately starts blaming the parents and the dad who is, knows Arabic or
a
Egyptian.
little bit from work.
Enough.
on that.
Enough,
Yeah.
enough that he can pick
He's
up
a
on
foreign
words.
correspondent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he could see the guy behind the glass and he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you think I did this? And the guy's like, what? I didn't say that.
But I would also say, as a journalist, you got to know.
Yeah.
100,000,000%. You're the first ones they're
They
going to
got
look
to
at.
clear you first.
Yeah.
If anything like that ever happened, I'd be like, what do I got to do to clear myself?
Correct.
So you can
Yeah.
go find whoever.
And what
the
he
thing.
did to clear himself was leave the country.
Yes.
Yeah, he threw a tantrum.
After
rightfully
slamming things
so.
around, throwing
I get it,
chairs
being
and-
mad that they're
I
not
know.
taking this seriously, but then he does
It's not the best look to prove your
leave the
innocence. though.
country. Yeah,
I'm not violent.
throws a table.
I'm a people person, damn it.
So then we flash forward to 8 years later, and the mother has given birth to the new baby. This is Maude.
Katie Jr.,
Yeah, kind of.
essentially.
Who is 8, and then
And
they've got
then
the older
there's
brother.
Maude.
And then there's Maude.
That's for our over 50.
Well, I was
going
going to ask, what year was this movie made, too? Because I'm like, Maude?
Well, okay,
But
so here's what I will say. I think
I took it as it was something like because she's from Spain that maybe that name's
Okay.
not as old timey.
Oh,
what's the-
I
I didn't even know
also
that would be
I also
in a-
think people name their kids like there's a kid in my,
like cyclical.
my kid goes to school with a girl named Shirley. Like
Yeah.
that was my grandmother's name. Like I don't how many
Right.
Shirleys do you know
Right.
that are 8? None. But I will say that like people start using older names.
The old Spanish name Maude from old High German origins. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense.
But I do think that like millennials are, they're like, well, we'll bring this name back.
It's fine. I just thought I couldn't tell what her name was for the movie because, movie theaters need subtitles.
Sure.
And I'm watching and I'm like, what do they keep calling her? Is it a nickname or whatever? And then I finally figured out it was
Where'd you see it?
Alamo.
You think they needed subtitles?
No, I permanently have subtitles
Do
on
you
everything
really?
I watch.
Man, my
Same.
kid does that and it drives me crazy.
Oh, God, there's so many things that you will miss if you don't watch it with subtitles.
I disagree.
How would I see the subtitles because I'm on my phone? So
Wait until meta glasses are like everybody has a pair.
I will tell you, I mean, if you're watching something where someone has a thick accent or they're talking real fast or, noises are going on or whatever, like 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to stop and rewind the show or movie.
right.
But I'm like, I would have missed that.
There's
And I
never-
want to just enrage Kevin over the name Maude.
Yeah,
In
get 'em.
2024, there were 41 female babies named Maude. 41.
41.
It is
so good.
not. It is not ranked in the top.
What is honestly
1,000 U.S.
Yeah.
baby names.
But that's because 8 years ago it was the most popular, and
Yes.
people are like, "We got to stop naming our kids Maude."
What was
41 in the world.
its ranking in? So that kid was 8.
The kid was 8.
Yeah.
She got pregnant
Well,
as soon as the other
she's
kid.
she's pregnant
She is
there. She's
pregnant.
pregnant
She's
in
so-
Cairo.
Okay, so then we will say what was its ranking in 2018. This is good podcasting.
Yes,
right?
the
Yeah,
best.
I'm
This is
glad
so good.
This is what people come to Real Spoilers
That's
for.
right. Tangents.
Sorry, I'm using the free version of Claude, so it makes me wait. Here we go. Doesn't have a specific ranking. One source notes that based on 2018 U.S. SSA records, Maude was not found in the top rankings list at that time. But I
so
cannot
funny.
give you a
Yeah.
precise.
So
That's
no
pretty
one's
funny.
naming their kid Maude.
No,
Got
it
it.
was definitely a choice to name her Maude.
I think they too liked sitcoms from the,
kid,
70s.
the boy's name is Seb.
I thought it was
It's gotta be
Sebastian,
for Sebastian.
and they were
though.
calling him Seb.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then Katie.
Well, that's why, because they call him Seb. So I'm like, what are they calling her? It's got to be a nickname.
There is
Yeah,
a
it's
nickname that is.
Sebastian.
Oh,
Cannon.
Sebastian. Okay.
I thought
there
maybe
is
it
a
was some
nickname they call
Egyptian
her.
name.
There is a nickname that they use for her for Maude, but it's her name is Maude.
Yeah.
So they're living life, and the son wants to go on this trip that is out of the country, and of course, the two parents are like, "Hard pass, bro." Like, no,
and that's
then,
tough because I get it. I
Sure,
mean, that's
he
so
looks like he's probably like
traumatizing.
15, and he wants to go.
But your
and-
daughter's kidnapped while you're in a different country, and you'd be fearful of that. I
Yeah.
get that, right?
Yeah.
It's hard for him because he's a kid and wants to live
and
life.
he's also,
so it's
he
just,
says, "I'm not Katie," and the dad's like, "Easy, buddy."
that's tough.
So then they're going, I don't know where they're going, somewhere. They're going to get pizza or something, and then they get a call from the embassy. We see that back in Cairo, there is which I thought was a very funny scene where this kid's riding a bike and he trips and he's fixing his chain. In the background, you
Yeah.
just see this plane nose diving into whatever it is.
There's some really
The
good
ground.
camera work in
It's
this
nose
movie.
diving
It's
into
correct,
the ground.
yes, but
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
just-
reason as to why it's
I
nose
thought that
diving.
was pretty obvious, but
You'd think so.
I've been watching film for a long time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's some good shots in this movie, though. It's a
He's
good-looking movie.
He's a very good director. I think the problem with this one is he's doing the Dutch tilts in the house. He's doing all kinds of like Evil Dead stuff. And
There's a
it's
lot of shots that were very manga.
What's that? Split?
interesting.
I saw lots of shots where it's like there were a close up on two faces simultaneously, where like one's way in the foreground and one's way in the
Yeah.
background, but it's deep focus.
So that
for
was
both.
he did that a lot in Evil Dead Rise, where like you like where maybe
Split diopter.
Split diopter.
Diopter.
like the mom is not fully possessed yet, but she's so like when they do the flip, you're like, oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
David Garbett is the director of photography.
okay.
It's a good-looking
Okay.
movie.
It is a
Good
good
job,
looking
David.
we see that the sarcophagus has landed in the ground. It is shipped off to some sort of museum. They open it up and they start peeling away these heavy leather straps. And then they realize that
Because
there's...
the first thing you do, any archaeologist
Put your hands
knows,
in there.
Yeah, first thing, when you get an ancient historic sarcophagus, you want to preserve everything for the museum.
Hold on.
Just start tearing the mummy apart.
Pause. Let's open it. First of all, without any masks or anything. You have no idea what's inside that thing.
They tried to scan it.
Let's see what it tastes like.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
No gloves, no goggles, no nothing. Which is like, well, I'm wearing glasses. It's fine. But it's like, that's not how that works.
But just
like,
the fact that if you think that you have a mummy and it's some kind of ancient thing, like those are historic items.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't peel apart the
you know,
wrappings of a
you
mummy.
wouldn't touch Action Comics #1 without gloves.
Right.
And these guys are like, let's just dig in.
Yeah.
All day. So they go in and they start peeling off these heavy leather straps. They start peeling off these other things. And then we see Katie's face. And she wakes up. And
She looks like a mummy at this point. This is the only time you see her.
I don't think that she...
She's in a sarcophagus wrapped up in bandages, Joe. She looks
I'm
like
not
a mummy.
saying-
you call that wrapped?
Yeah, I wasn't really wrapped. They were just kind of like placed over her face.
I'm gonna pull up a picture, and I know this is gonna be hard. Maybe I can insert it onto the podcast.
Oh, do it.
Don't give yourself.
she's wrapped up in a sarcophagus.
Yeah,
she looks like
but
a
that's
mummy.
the poster. That's the poster.
That's what she looks like in the film.
Nah, I
it's from
disagree.
the film.
No, it's a doctored photo.
I'm so
Fake.
confused.
That's
I'm
AI.
That's AI.
That's
so-
AI.
Oh, okay.
The parents get the phone call from the U.S. Embassy in Cairo. They're like, we have found your daughter. So they go back to Cairo, and I do like this doctor's like, look, she's fucked up. Like, I'm telling you right now.
And not so many words,
This
but-
is not going to be good for you.
But
Like,
she's traumatized,
But
she
she
doesn't
is, but she's also
talk.
been in this sarcophagus for 8 years, right?
Now, is this a supernatural type thing? Because how would you survive?
I think it's supernatural, 1,000,000%.
Okay, you can't. There's
yeah.
not. They didn't ground this in a medical way to say, oh, she was in some kind of comatose, whatever.
No,
whatever.
I think once you introduce that, like, she can float and she can.
No, but that's
like,
later. I'm saying like at this
Just
point,
her surviving for
just
8
her
years.
surviving.
I
for
think
8
it's
years.
1,000,000%.
That's a supernatural thing. Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought because I saw some trailer stuff, but I didn't watch the whole thing. It's the guy that did Evil Dead Rise. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be the same age. I thought she wasn't
That's
gonna
what
have
I
age,
thought,
and I
too.
thought that was really cool
she
and creepy.
doesn't.
Yeah,
look
I
any-
thought the same thing that the kid hadn't aged.
that's what
I
I
was
thought as well.
confused because she still looks so young.
They do a good job of, so sometimes you get these where it's like that doesn't even look like
Right.
so and so.
Yeah. She looks a lot like the little girl.
She does look like the little girl grown up.
but
yes.
8 years later, how old do you think she was in the beginning?
8.
I think 8, yeah, ish.
This girl is 16.
Yeah.
She just looks so little, like a little.
Well, she would
kid.
be little. I mean, she would be like emaciated and
Okay, I don't know. She looked young to me, and I was
Sure.
like, if 8 years have passed, how could that be the same?
Yeah, I think she just.
But I thought that was gonna be a cool like supernatural element and something that the parents have to like figure out or
I think
deal
that
with. I guess I don't know.
it would remind me of Pet Cemetery
Yeah.
when
It-
either one. Like when either one of those kids come back, spoilers for Pet Cemetery. It's not Gage in the remake; it's the older daughter.
Yeah. So in the way that you, Matt, liked that they had the line about kids are preferred, but
Yeah.
in a pinch you can use an adult, not
Yeah.
unlike a youth pastor. So they needed something like that here for me to explain how they know that
That it's
this is
Katie?
the daughter.
Oh,
That's
sure.
a valid
Right?
question.
Like they never, other than like how many white girls go missing in Egypt. I don't know.
They
Yeah,
must have done some
but-
kind of missing. I mean,
But like they never even say like we did a DNA test. It's
Sure.
your daughter.
Right.
Right. Like
Right,
they just
right.
like we found your daughter. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah.
So
I guess I didn't need that because
this is the orphan all over again.
Yeah.
But if there's a missing person thing, obviously there's going to be a database of missing children. They probably do have different records on file and stuff. I mean, I just felt like it would be unnecessary to like prove
There is a picture at one point of like
If my if
the,
my
aged
child
up.
goes missing for almost a decade and then
this person
falls
shows
out
up
of an airplane in a sarcophagus, I'm gonna need a little bit more than just like she's yours.
That's kind of with the detective things, I wanted the parents to be dealing with the clearly supernatural, like trying to wrap their head around that, but they don't seem interested in that at all.
No,
Yeah.
that is true.
And they're dealing with it as if it's not supernatural for almost the whole movie.
I don't like when they have police investigations in supernatural based horror
I
films.
typically
because
do not either.
Interesting.
because there's like the cops shouldn't be approaching a crime scene and being like, what if it's a ghost, right? Like that's not how police work.
So what I do like is when a cop or a detective is dealing with like a missing persons and is trying to look at it through like, okay,
Explanations. This is
you
we're
get
doing
like
this, we're doing this, we're doing this, okay, but then we get to point C and I'm like, and the cop was like, this doesn't make any sense.
You get a Mulder Scully
Which
situation.
now it's different if like that's the whole point
Right.
of the thing.
Yeah.
But like I don't like dreams in movies. I feel like it's just a waste of everyone's time and energy when there's a dream in a movie or a TV show. I think it's stupid.
Don't let this guy watch Inception.
But and that's where I was going. But I like it in Inception because that's the point.
It's the whole point of the movie,
whole
yeah.
point is about
Well, and
entering
I'll
the
say
dream
typically,
realm.
I hate a thing where like the Paranormal Activities where the husband is just like, well, I think it's fine. And you're like, come on. But if one of the parents was going like, this isn't of this world,
Right.
and then you, because I think in
because
this
but they're
situation,
getting there, right? Like the dad is in the
but
basement.
We're too late. It's too.
I think he's working on it immediately because he's got.
He's putting pictures up and going, well, dude, I don't.
But then he's
Something
going.
going-
But then he's going to the professor, and he was like, "Hey, what
Oh,
you
that's
can
okay, yeah.
you read that? Like, I can't read this. What does this say?" And he was like, "Well,
I did like that the wife, when he's doing that, is mad because she's like, "You've just turned it into your job." Right?
So I
Like,
don't think-
it's like if one of our kids went missing and we started a podcast about it, right? Like, it's,
That's a movie. That's funny.
but I
she's
think
like, yeah,
it's
she's
the,
right upstairs. She's right there. We
So
gotta take
this
care
is
of
what
her.
I think.
A dark
that-
comedy where a podcaster's kid goes missing and then they kind of could have figured it out, but they keep
Podcasting.
because they need the content.
Yeah.
I think what you're saying is right about the mom, but I also think that is the infestation of the mummy into that family. Like that family, even after Katie's missing, is very loving and they get along with each other and everybody's okay. The longer mummy
Yes.
Katie is in the house,
Oh,
she
yeah.
is starting to influence.
She's tearing that family apart.
So I think the mom being mad is an effect of the mummy. Also,
And they say
there
it
is
too.
a
They
s-
say in the exposition
with the mom.
that the demon thing is all about like tearing families apart.
but I
or
will
something.
say there is a moment where they all walk upstairs and they look at Katie's room and it's just like spreading black
Yeah.
across. I was like, nobody's noticing this. Like it's this like spiderweb vein blackness that is emanating from this
Have
child's
you never walked
No,
into
you're
a
not.
teenage girl's
You're-
bedroom?
I
Like,
have
this
actually.
is-
I live with one.
This is on brand.
And it's
Nothing
there are-
shocking
there
going
are
on
She
here.
asked me. It's funny. She asked me the other day. She goes, "Hey, can you go in my room and look for a pair of gray sweatpants that are like tapered at the bottom?" And I walked in there. I was like, "No, this is ridiculous." So they get Katie back, and it's very. She looks like the kid from Hereditary. Like
I
it
was
is-
thinking that when in the trailer, I actually looked it up. I'm like, did this kid book new work? Like,
Yeah.
what's
That's
she just has a similar look. She has a unique facial shape.
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
she does.
And
And
the-
I thought it was makeup. But I guess that's her face.
Like,
I mean,
Well, it's
There's
enhanced.
both.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
face.
mean, like, we see her without makeup.
But like taking the wheelchair up the stairs, that's funny, right?
It had to be funny.
I'm like, why don't you? This girl weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah,
Just
throw her
carry
over
her
your
up
shoulder.
the
They do
stairs.
that, and then he picks her up to put her in the bed. And
Right.
you can tell she's nothing.
Yeah.
but it didn't. It was funny, but I felt like it wasn't supposed to be. I felt like the movie did not indicate the tone to me very well.
that is fair. I think that is fair because there are plenty of scenes like when he finds like the rotting wood in the floor and where he's like, "What the hell is this?" And we find out why it's there, so she can like eat her
yeah,
way out of the
right.
floor.
I
and
would
like
kind of
poke
like
her.
to know what was going on with that, though.
I
I mean,
think-
I get her end game,
Okay.
but like, I would like a little more explanation of what that goo was,
I
where it
think
was
it's
coming
her
from.
puke.
So she's
After
been throwing
she
up.
eats the
the scorpion.
scorpion
Oh, like
and-
acid puke.
in that shot,
She has acid reflux.
I went looking for this answer because I was like, surely that must be so. So the shot looks like they're in the hallway, that you're in the
No, you're
bedroom.
watching them from the hallway.
Well, you are,
Yeah.
but that a lot of people thought what I thought was that was happening in the hallway and the kids were in the room. But you are correct. That is in her bedroom. She's puking on the floor, and that supposedly is what eats.
I like the idea that
Okay.
she's eating scorpions, like the demon, whatever. She's like calling the scorpions to her so she could ingest them,
love
get their
scorpions.
venom, acid, whatever, and then
Blech.
burn through the floor. That's kind of a cool, creepy.
Oh, you think that's what it was? I just thought it was like
mummy puke.
mummy puke
like
is gross.
Yeah, well, if he eats scorpions, it's going to be
I
pretty
guess that's fair.
gross.
That's
But him lifting, he walks through the
he is
bedroom.
inept. He is a terrible like investigator. He's awful.
He's like, I think it's the part where he's putting the lock on the little hidden passage.
Yes.
And then he goes, and he looks over and sees this.
Like you didn't see it.
This like the covered up by a rug,
And
but
then
it's like
he lifts it up and he goes, oh, well.
But to be fair, the girl just like attacked the grandma. Like, he was about to
I know.
investigate that,
and that's
then,
also that's funny.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know if I was supposed to think it was
It was supposed to be funny.
Right.
yeah.
But you know how it is with home repairs, and you're
Oh,
like,
yes,
and
it's funny.
Isn't there that puke thing under the rug up there? Nah, we'll get to it.
I'll get around
I'll
to
get
it.
to
Grandma's
Yeah.
bleeding. We
Yeah.
gotta deal with
Grandma
that.
got head butted in the face.
Yeah.
Is this when she gets head butted or when they're cutting her nails?
The
Poor-
cutting.
poor grandma.
Oh God.
Grandma gets
Grandma's
fucked up.
She's having a time.
This movie is very tense, and especially with the body horror stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like they play up that tension where you're just like, oh, that nail part. When you're just waiting because you know something super gross is gonna happen with
Yeah.
those nails,
Yeah.
and they go a different direction because I'm like, oh, she's gonna like pull the whole nail off. I didn't know
Right.
she was
She
gonna pull
does.
her whole
Yeah.
skin off with
But
the
she
nail.
okay, so it's not her skin.
Oh, okay. It's fused to
I
her
think
skin.
the skin
Yes.
comes.
It is a distinction without a
Yeah.
difference.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
fused
like
to her-
that's how we start the process of like what the hell is because I agree with you. I think the parents think it's the skin, and then as they're starting to he's starting to like mess with it, he realizes it's not skin, it's paper.
What kind of doctors were examining
I'm
this
saying-
girl? If you think that the bandages were not fused to the skin and becoming one, if you think that she was just covered with bandages and the doctors didn't notice when they were doing tests that
Right.
oh, this girl's skin that looks like it's rotting away is bandages.
Yeah.
And there's just perfect skin that
Correct.
you
And
could
that's
heal
like-
under there. Like that's crazy.
If this movie was more like the Tone of the Monkey or something, or like you're at the doctor and they're doing like the autopsy thing where the doctor's eating a sandwich. I would have been more forgiving.
But in
Although
this
even like the way the mom is trimming the nail, it's like go from the side, lady.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
God, though, but her nails are so brittle and so thick, and then she goes to, and you're like, oh, is it gonna hit the grandma in the eye? Like,
No,
right.
it's not.
But I know, but like you're just waiting for something horrible is gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that grandma. I feel that poor
grandma was like-
gets messed up. She didn't stand a
She's
chance.
like the glasses guy in
Yes.
the Evil Dead remake.
Yes.
Like she just
Oh,
keeps
but
constantly getting beat up.
The crucifix going up her leg and through her skirt and up the hanger. That's an Evil Dead type.
Totally.
Yes.
I mean,
it's the
yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
Getting
Exactly.
chewed apart by rabid coyotes.
But these were all things where I love Evil Dead, and I'm like, oh, this movie rocks. Like I mean, it's got directed an Evil Dead movie, so I'm.
Again, all the Evil Dead things I do
Yeah.
like. I like the grandma. Just
I'm not
getting
worried.
beat up.
That's not the issue. It's the
Oh
fact
God,
that
with the wolves, I like seriously one thing after another.
The wolves felt like that scene in The Simpsons where like the guy falls out the window
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah,
steamroller and then
Yeah.
the marching band and then
But it was funny in a
Did you
dark
guys-
horror
Yes.
kind of way. To
Watch. Oh, it's that YouTuber's movie.
no.
Shelby Oaks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
It's the same. That's a weird. I don't think they have anything to do with each other, but that happens.
Is there
Oh,
a
out
scene?
the window
Oh,
and
out the
getting
window.
eaten
You're
by-
right.
eaten
Oh
by
my
wolves.
God, I forgot
Oh,
about
that's
that.
a weird specific.
You know what I
Yeah.
saw the other day is I saw that get advertised for something, and it was like Blumhouse's giant, or no, it was
Shelby Oaks is on
It-
like a
it's-
streaming platform or something.
yeah, but it was God, who put the money into it? Who found it? Was like, no, let's
The
damn it.
The guy.
Yeah,
The-
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
What is that guy's name?
Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan. It said Mike Flanagan's.
Presents. Is he doing a Quinn?
Well, no. It was like Mike Flanagan's low budget movie now streaming on blah blah. But I was like, and then when you click the article, then it says Chris Druckmann, and I was like, that's
yeah, it's clickbait. It is
fucked up.
clickbait. Yeah. But I do want to see Iron Lung. That's the movie that
Yeah, I know.
Markiplier.
I hear you.
Why
I
don't
have
you?
no interest in it.
Oh.
But I mean, like, if you want to see it, go for it.
Well,
Don't
I
let
mean,
me
it's an
stop you.
independently financed movie.
Kevin, let's watch it. Me and you.
It was independently financed for like $4 million, made 50, 60 million.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm interested to see what it's all about.
That's fair.
But-
So yeah, now that all hell is breaking loose in this house, like the grandma, Katie is starting to wake up. Basically, there's
And
also
she's doing the creepy little girl thing where, and now when she talks to the family, like individuals, she's like, "Hey, I'm a
Yeah.
little girl."
If I'm Maude or that brother, and they're like, she's trying to like possess the kids, and Maude gets taken, and she's got a great setup for a gag where she's like, "Do you think this tooth is gonna come out?" And she's like, "This little tooth
That
is
was
like
a good one because I'm like, oh,
barely
she's
hanging
gonna pull her
on.
tooth out, and she did,
all of them."
but all of them except for one. Did she leave the one that was loose? She leaves
Oh,
one,
I don't know.
and
Oh,
that's
I
pretty
thought-
funny if she pulls out
That's good.
every other tooth but the one that was wiggly.
Does she leave one tooth?
There's
in?
one, remember? At the end, she has
Oh.
one showing, and it's in the same spot as the loose one.
That's
and I
funny.
just think that's funny if she did that.
So
So
it's too funny for this movie. The movie should have been funnier.
right. So yeah, so the grandma is, doing what religious grandparents do. She's praying over the kid, and the kids, the mummy's like, "No, thank you," and uses her rosary and starts to
swallow your
strangle.
soul.
Exactly. Throws the grandma out the window. Grandma
Lands on a car that
with
the dad's
the
driving.
dad and the brother, and the
and
brother's
the daughter. After
don't-
the
oh,
after
she
the
is. You're
daughter's
right,
just
you're right.
called her
She-
teacher
a smelly rat face cunt.
Yeah.
So that she lands on a car, and then the dad's horrified, gets out to try to help, and then wolves attack the car, and then eat the
And
grandmother.
then like the mom like looks out the window, looks down,
Could you
and there's
imagine the
wolves
horror of that?
ripping the grandmother's guts
and the
out.
grandma's still groaning, man.
Ah, Mister. I mean, basically,
I think I
right?
just killed the Misa lady.
Yeah. It is the same exact scene from Shelter.
Uh-huh.
It is 1,000,000%
That is
the same scene.
wild to me,
Yeah.
looking out the window at.
And
looking
like I
down
said, I
and-
can't imagine they stole it.
But what are the
Like, I know.
chances of a year apart
A year apart.
horror movies, and they
I think they
wolves eating
absolutely stole
someone?
it.
Happens
Yeah.
all the time.
I think they stole it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but that is so oddly specific. We've
Don't
never
you
seen
think
that.
people falling out a window getting eaten by,
By
wolves
wolves?
is just in the zeitgeist right now?
It is now.
So now while all this is going on, now like this family has completely fallen apart. The professor is like gives us the story of I almost like hectate. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but basically it's this demon that will infect a family, and that the only way to contain this
Nazmarian?
Nazmarian,
The
yeah.
Nazmarian is the demon.
The only way to contain this demon is to like this family, one family has to keep like re-upping. They have to sacrifice someone to this other person, and then they have to rewrap.
Let me ask you a question that leads to this, because that's eventually what they find out. Okay.
Just gotta be.
I like this. So, okay, so Katie is doing this really creepy chomping, clicking thing with her teeth. She doesn't talk, but she is like chomping,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm like, and the dad figures out, oh, it's Morse code. And
Yes.
she was like a Girl Scout and studied Morse code. I thought that's
Yes.
really clever. Why does she say Layla if the mummy is evil?
Because-
why would she
so-
have ever led them to?
Because I think there's pieces of Katie that are still in
Oh,
there.
that was my question.
Yeah.
But they don't really allude to her ever being good still and fighting against the mummy. Maybe that is a subconscious.
guess-
But like, she's the mummy now. She's evil. Why would she?
I
even...
think because I think they're when they sedate her, which they sedate.
Oh, they're like
I think,
sedating the Nazmarian.
I think there is pieces of Katie that are still in there, and she realizes that she can communicate. She can't talk. Katie can't talk.
But that's interesting that the sedation sedates the demon, and then that maybe that correlates every time they sedate her. You get the
Yeah.
Katie
So-
coming through. That's
When Katie pukes out the mummy, she
the end
seems
of
to
the
turn
movie?
back to normal.
yes.
yes.
So when they put the mummy in Katie, did that guy go?
that guy's dead
Why did
because his body. You could see like when they open that sarcophagus.
Well, he can't be dead.
His
But
body is.
Katie was 8 years.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a chance that guy got up and was like, "Whoa, man"?
I do think he was super
It
old.
was
though.
too long.
Too long.
Could you imagine? Like, give me that movie where the guy's like,
Yeah.
man, that was.
And the side story where it's him just wandering around like Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, right.
And at the little epilogue, which I thought was dumb, that shouldn't have been there. They
That
should've-
was clearly designed to be a post-credit scene, but they were afraid we wouldn't stick around long enough.
Oh,
or
maybe.
is it
Yeah.
a test screening
Like they want
but
the happy
same
ending,
thing.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I just thought it should have came immediately after the last scene. Like they shouldn't have made it like an epilogue. I feel like they should have just went to
Like,
it.
is
Right?
the dad gonna be fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, if Katie is after 8
Right.
years, he's been for maybe a
Then
year,
that's another
6 months.
timeline thing where I didn't understand that either, because obviously, like, the woman's throat is healed.
Sort of.
Katie's better. They got the girl new teeth.
Yeah.
Why did they leave it? Why did they leave it? I mean, shoot, the dad had time to learn Morse code.
No, he was learning it with her.
He had to get the book to do Layla, but once he's
That's
in
true.
that tomb, he seems to know it pretty well. Maybe they put the book in there with the flashlight for him.
I thought it was funny that he goes to look for the Morse code book.
Yep.
I'm like, just Google it.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
That is, yes.
Like you could
that's
probably
totally valid.
take a picture of it and just upload it to AI and
Yeah,
it would read
yeah,
it for
right.
you.
To be fair, they put all his Morse code VHS tapes in storage,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he didn't have access to
That is a wild scene though. When she says Layla, he figures it out. He calls.
It's cool. I love the detective work. of
That's-
it.
this is what
this
I
part
like.
hooked
This is
me.
what I
I'm
do
like,
like a
but
lot.
like Seven, Long Legs, the whole horror movie, but a detective thing. And
does
then
this? So when does this bother you as a detective story where like he's starting to piece it together?
No, I don't mind. I don't like it when law enforcement does it.
Okay.
Because law enforcement should never be like,
It's a ghost.
what if it's a ghost?
But
What
she,
if it's a
she
vampire?
isn't. To be completely fair, she is just a detective
Yeah.
tracking down an abductor. She shoots the woman. She tries to get the daughter who's running away. It's not until she sees that tape where you kind of have to at that point
I
question.
do like all of this where he says, "Look, it's somebody named Layla," and she was
got
like,
me on my
and she-
knees.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But she was like, "That's a very popular name here." And she was like, "Is there somebody in her life whose name was Layla?" But and giving him all this stuff. Did
Okay.
somebody try to contact you?
I
When
hate the thing where you look at 7,000 cards and Layla is the 6,900.
Right.
Like, come on.
I do think
they're
this-
over the floor. Like, he's looked at
Yeah.
everyone.
It is
and
a
has not
wild. It is a wild thing to see him like pause for a second, turn, and there's a coffin there, and it's full of sympathy cards, and he's going through all of these
stack
cards.
them up. Like, why are you tossing them?
It's like
all over the place.
Well, you know when
willy-nilly.
you're in a rush and you're looking for something, he doesn't have
Why do
time.
you
keep them
still?
alive?
Why do you have a coffin?
Well, it's Katie's. I assume it was Katie's, and they were waiting for her body to show up.
But they
and
don't like
fill it with cards.
Yeah, from Costco. And
But like, if you haven't found her, you don't just like, well, I guess I'll buy a coffin. She's I'm sure she's
That's
as good as
true.
dead.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That's true.
I think it's funny that detective, she watches that tape and she's like, oh, okay. Hey, Dad, it calls him up. You gotta see this. No answer. And she goes,
I'm just gonna go.
I'll fly out there.
Hold on, I just got an idea. I bet they have the coffin because the way they do those funerals, it's going to be in the house. So when someone dies, you already have the coffin for the display.
Maybe.
because that's
But then you don't reuse the coffin.
no,
You-
but she probably had already picked out and bought her coffin. Like some people spend a lot of money.
I mean, man, I watch a lot of Datelines, and I've never seen a Dateline where a kid goes missing and the parents are like, "Yeah, kid good is dead."
Yeah.
They're always
has
like.
been-
no, I think the coffin was there. The grandma had picked it out for whenever.
I'm just saying,
she
I don't
had-
think anyone would ever pick out a coffin in that situation if the kid hasn't been.
No, I think it was the
found.
grandma's coffin.
I just.
But I think
still-
you do?
Because the grandma's older, and I think she had picked out a coffin because in
Man.
her culture,
Oh,
they're
I
going to
see what
have
you're saying.
the funeral
Hold
at the
on.
house.
But they go, what are we going to do with these sympathy cards?
Well,
let's
let's
put 'em
coffin
in the
with it.
coffin.
Yeah.
Now that part, there's storage. Hey, when you run out of space, 3 kids in a house.
Looking at that
right?
house, they were not going to run out of storage.
Also-
There was all kinds of places to
Was
put
it-
shit.
It wasn't like the last card, right? But it was
It was
like,
pretty close.
there were
Oh,
some-
it was.
Do you think if they opened the next one, it would have been like, I'm Layla's mother. This is where I live. I'm really sorry about this.
Well, I do
It would have been
address, phone
someone
number.
else named Layla,
Yeah.
just coincidentally.
Yeah. Given the database that I saw on
Also-
that computer.
Layla's creepy mom should have been like, don't put the candy on there.
Well, I think she
No,
did it. I
she
think
did that
Layla
without
did it
her
on.
mom
I
knowing.
think she did it without her
This
mom knowing.
whole thing hinges on the fact that Layla really did feel bad
Right,
about what was
right.
happening, and she liked Katie as a friend. So she's like, "I'm gonna send a
Yeah,
sympathy card."
she liked her so much she recreated the candy
Wait a
wrapper.
minute. Wait a minute. This is the part. Now that we've rehashed all this, I've just figured it out. They looked at these sympathy cards already, right? Or could
No.
they? Oh, they never brought
No,
themselves.
because he's he's opening them all.
Because the clue has a picture of the
Right.
candy bar that they found in
Yeah.
their missing
Yeah.
daughter's dollhouse. So if they would have seen that,
Right.
during,
And there's so many. I mean, how often do we open our fan mail? Because there's just
Right. Oh,
so
true.
much.
Right.
It would be a full-time job.
but they're saying they could never bring themselves to open
Correct.
these. Okay,
Correct.
that
Because
makes
he's
more
actively
sense.
opening them
Oh
all.
my god! If they would have just read the sympathy cards,
Is
8
it?
years ago, they could have.
Is it a?
tracked it
It's a
down.
coffin. It's
Yeah.
not just a big trunk.
I
No,
don't
it's a
that's the
coffin.
thing. Maybe-
It's sitting up. It's like
I
it's
mean,
a
I
big
know
coffin.
that.
There was a Dracula in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
they-
Dracula.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
How about
and
a
then
vampire?
they put the
No,
dad
right.
in it, right? Is that the
yes,
same?
yes.
do
They
that?
Right.
wrap their dad up in it. Yeah.
Boy.
See, and you wouldn't buy a adult-sized coffin for a little kid.
You don't know what condition you're getting that kid back in. It's
I
been
guess
8
I-
years.
but-
I guess I wouldn't.
You know.
No.
So I
When
don't
I'm
think it could
coffin
have been for kids. I
shopping-
think it's the grandma's coffin.
it could have been because
And
the
then they
grandma
had her
isn't dead
showing-
yet.
No.
But then she is dead, and they put him in the coffin anyway.
What?
Well, I don't know what happened to the grandma either. I assume.
Yes, we do.
No, but
We know exactly what happened to the grandma.
She turns into a
Yeah,
I'll swallow your
you
soul
mean a
demon.
deadite?
Yeah,
her,
deadite,
head,
yeah.
her head is stuck in the stairs. Maybe she's still there, just gnashing away. You know?
So-
Actually, they leave her there on purpose to like remind Katie, be like, "Look, motherfucker, look what
Yeah,
you did.
yeah.
Look at her. You gotta look at her every day.
Don't
you gotta
get
walk
too
over
close."
her."
So at this point, the youngest daughter is possessed.
Yeah.
The creepy funeral scene is a great scene of
At
just
that point, I think
chaos.
are they all
and
possessed? At that point,
She started talking to this brother.
that scene with the brother, I thought
He's
was
got his
slick.
headphones on and he can't block her out. She's still like,
Which I
getting
thought was a
into his
slick
head.
scene where you think she's just like nodding back and forth, and then
That
they
was
cut,
clever.
They cut
Rocking in her
Sebastian,
chair.
and then you see Sebastian like banging
Well,
his
because
head
I'm like,
on
why
the.
aren't the parents hearing it and going to help the
Right.
son? But she's timing the rock of her.
She's not timing it; she's doing it.
No, but but she like
Right.
they think it's her.
Oh,
but every
sure,
time
sure.
she's doing that, he's knocking his head into the post.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so she's got him possessed.
So we basically do find out that Katie is wrapped in these like protection bandages. She's got all of this text that it's written.
Klaatu, Verata.
That's right. I said
Necktie.
your damn words. So as these strips of what we thought was skin, but it turns out to be like bandages, start coming off.
Bandage skin.
Bandage skin. The mummy is getting stronger and stronger because the wards are
Mm-hmm.
falling off.
You don't take those off.
You don't take
They're
those
there
off.
for a
Well,
reason.
they also, when they show the tape of Katie being wrapped up, possessed,
Yeah.
it did look like there's a part where you can see that she's like
Wrapping
wrapped
her.
up really tight. And I thought it was supposed to be like a reveal. Like you're supposed to be like,
Oh,
she's the mummy or she's wrapped up. But it just was never all that clear to me.
I think you're supposed to know she's the mummy, Matt. I don't think that was
I
a
think
reveal.
that
you
was
didn't
it.
think that was the reveal?
No, I thought it was kind of you were supposed to go, oh, she was been wrapped. But I still wasn't.
Who's the real
sure
mummy,
Who's
Matt?
the real mummy?
So
Who's the
yeah,
real mummy?
the cop figures out that this letter came. There's a post office.
I like
close
when he
to
says, "Are
this.
you going to do a better job than your boss of
I
finding
thought
it?"
that was a great.
good
He's
line.
like, I remember you.
And
like
then,
you
and
were
then
there.
that really does, and I think she genuinely feels bad about how the thing
Yeah.
went down, which makes her determined to figure. to
Yeah, we
help
should say
them.
that
And
scene is when they go pick up Katie for the first time in Cairo.
Yeah.
And I do like that line. She's sitting there. She's not wearing like a police
hijab.
uniform.
She has a hijab in the
beginning.
original,
Yeah, she does not hear. She's not wearing she's wearing like business casual clothes. She's not.
That's
in
how you
uniform.
know she'll solve the mystery
That's
now, because she's no longer
I thought this. I
Egyptian.
was like,
She's-
that is
right.
definitely
she's
a choice.
shed her
Wait, but
antiquated Egyptian ways.
I
and
do wonder
embraced the Western
in
world.
the time frame though, like did hijabs in Egypt become less of a thing in that 8 years? Like,
don't know that. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
think Egypt's always been a pretty cosmopolitan place. I think. Like,
Okay.
it's not like going to Iran. Or
Sure.
But
something.
what that
Sure.
tells me,
Cool.
but the hijab is a religious thing, right?
Yeah.
So it makes
Oh, you're
me
saying maybe she lost her
it
religion,
makes me think that because of the way that things
or
have
she's
gone
been working in missing persons
and
for
what
so
she's
long.
seen,
that-
I think she lost faith.
Okay, that's fair.
And so
That's fair.
it's to tell you, which is a pretty smart visual
Yeah.
storytelling
Yeah,
without saying it. you
yeah, I
know.
do like the line though. I remember you. Like,
Yeah.
are you accused me of doing this to my daughter, and
Those are
now
good.
and now here we are 8
Are you
years
going to
later.
do a better job than your boss? And then she's like, yeah, because he's buried in whatever cemetery.
Which is a good line.
It was
It's a
a
good line.
good cemetery. Good line.
Hopefully they
so-
didn't put him in a sarcophagus.
Oh boy.
I smell a sequel.
So now, like, all hell is breaking loose in this house. The grandmother has died. They have this funeral. They have this ridiculous scene with the grandmother's two friends who are talking about
I
her
like
makeup
them.
and the lips and all that stuff.
The fact when Katie is crawling on the ceiling,
Oh yeah.
while they're
you're
all
right.
fighting amongst
Katie
themselves,
comes through
the
the-
little girl has pulled all her teeth out, and then she drops into the coffin, bites the grandma's neck, and starts drinking the embalming fluid
Yeah.
and lapping it off the floor.
But then there's the other scene where as Maude is
That's a
pulling her,
Capri Sun to a
that's right.
mummy.
See?
All the
where Maude is
embalming
pulling her
fluid.
own teeth out, and then she spits
Yeah.
onto the
Oh,
deviled
God,
eggs.
onto the-
and I was like, it looks like paprika. I know what that
Right?
is. And then you see one of the
So
old
I
ladies
thought they
eating
were
it.
all going to get possessed.
That's what I thought too.
And that's
what
exact.
I
That's
thought the same thing.
Like
Same thing.
eating the pudding.
a million
in
percent.
Dead Alive.
Yes, you're a million percent right. Maude
You
walks
think
over
this guy
to her.
likes horror movies?
I think he is.
Well,
Cronin likes
and-
horror movies?
So, I gotta-
Lionel in Dead Alive goes to inject his mom to keep her sedated, and
Right.
he ends up in the coffin, and they fall out of the coffin.
It's a whole. I completely forgot about that scene until you just said that. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Isn't there a lawnmower in that movie?
He
Oh,
uses a
yeah.
lawnmower.
Yeah.
and
I
he
think you're
picks it
thinking
up.
of Lawnmower Man.
Oh, thank
I
you.
don't know that there's a lawnmower in that movie.
Yeah.
There
I think in
isn't
the
a
beginning of the
lawnmower in that
movie, I think he's the lawnmower man, right?
Yeah, there's this where Maude like pulls the stitching from her grandmother's mouth so that the grandmother's mouth pops open, and then she takes her dentures out and puts them into her
the
own mouth.
little girl with big adult teeth, super creepy.
Yeah.
It is, I do not like it
No, it's
at
very
all.
disconcerting.
And then she smiles at
Smiles
her
with her
parents,
bloody
and her
teeth.
parents are like, "What the
But
fuck?"
it's a crazy. It's like the highlight scene. Like it's just the nuttiest.
It's
scene.
great.
It's,
And that's
yeah.
I like. This is the stuff I like,
Yeah.
and I wish the whole just more goofball.
But I like that the movie
crazy.
is very well written. The story, the mythology of it, like it's very well done in between the crazy scenes. I liked how serious
maybe
they took
and
it.
maybe it's like I like that movie too.
Yeah.
And I just wish it was kind of one of they didn't mesh well.
Usually,
to me.
I would
I
be
think
like,
that's
you know,
where I'm at. Is like there was a disconnect between like the police procedural, like figure out what happened to my daughter, and the Evil Dead 2 wacky movie, house movie. So they figure out what's going on, and there's an awkward scene where Katie, as the mummy, goes to her brother. She's like, "Would you like to undress me?" And I was like, "Oh God, that sounds awful." And we find out what she means is they start peeling off.
oh, when she
all
says,
of
"I
the,
want to taste what your piggies taste like" or whatever.
God,
That was so gross.
All of a sudden, it's Quentin
Awesome.
Tarantino's The Mummy.
But Katie takes her tongue under the doorway and licks
Yeah,
the
licks
little girl's
the little girl's
feet, and
toes.
It's like, ah.
they start peeling off all of the.
And then we cut to a scene of devastated parents. Like, oh, well, hold on. Whiplash.
What movie are we watching? And now the mummy is fully unleashed.
I didn't like that they clearly had a shot where she's going for her face.
1,000,000%.
And then that didn't.
It didn't
and
happen.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, she definitely had one that was like either like across her jaw or
Director's
something.
cut.
And
they-
you
there's
figured like
there's
the
got
next,
to be one.
The next, because it cuts away from that, and I'm thinking like, oh,
The next
we're
scene,
gonna
her
come
face
back.
is
It's gonna be
missing.
gnarly.
Nah,
No.
they didn't do it.
But apparently it was just bandages, so she looks perfect.
yeah, but the bandages
Right.
are pulling. Yeah, that's true. But the bandages, we
but-
should say that the bandages are pulling off her skin, like
Well,
as she's pulling
is
it off.
She looks fine at the end of the movie. She has some
does-
amazing skin graft.
No, but I think once the possession
She
was
had
gone,
a few mild scars,
Right.
but
She
nothing-
did,
Yeah,
but
no.
once the
It's-
possession was
it's-
gone,
it's like Exorcist style.
Yes.
Once the
That's,
possession
what,
was gone,
that's
she's-
what I'm saying, though. That's the only thing I have a problem with is pick a. I need to know the rules. Pick a lane.
Right,
Is
yes.
that the bandages fused with her skin and she's now tearing them both off together?
Yes.
Or are they just bandages on her skin and somehow that heals after the magic is like? I
yes,
just
both are correct.
Because does Reagan have some cuts?
No, I gotta tell you, not an Exorcist 2. She looks totally
But she
right
goes
in
from
Exorcist
looking
2.
like she looks in that scene
Yeah.
to a normal.
It's almost
that's-
like at the end of this movie, don't have any
Yeah.
cuts. That would make it more like it's magic. I get it.
Yeah.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So realizing that there's a crazy scene where the zombie grandmother force feeds the cop a scorpion, and the scorpion
pokes his tail out the neck.
pokes his
That's a
tail
good-
out the neck, and I was like, Jesus,
That's a good scene.
So here's what I thought. Honestly, I
It's
thought
the reverse tracheotomy.
it is a reverse
Yeah.
tracheotomy. I thought they were gonna kill everybody. Like the way this movie was going, I was like, well, the kids are possessed. The grandmother's a walking zombie. A
I thought
scorpion
this-
just came through
I
that
thought
gal's
was
throat.
a death. I thought that was a kill, and I was like, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
wicked.
only like 2 people die in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
grandmother and
and then
guy.
the dad at the beginning.
I guess
Yeah.
the brothers, the in the plane.
Is that what they're saying? Is the brothers were in the plane?
The brothers were in the plane.
Oh.
But that's an off-screen death, like in terms of an on-screen.
Right.
Where would they
Brother?
go?
So
The two brothers.
They
from
had
the...
to they had to move the sarcophagus
Oh.
because the valley where they had been keeping it all these years was going to be flooded to make like a
God.
man-made lake or something.
I thought that like don't flood our valley was
a metaphor.
well. I thought it was like, yes, basically.
A double entendre.
Well, I did not realize that they were actually going to flood the valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do wonder, like, just put it in a cart and move it. Where you get whatever. You
Well,
gotta
you
take
gotta-
it somewhere.
You got to find a new pyramid to put it in.
And
Those
maybe-
aren't just everywhere.
Maybe they owned a little house really,
With
really
a-
far away. They have to take the plane.
They had
I'm
a
going too hard on a movie because I didn't like it that much.
They had a vacation pyramid.
Yes,
Yes.
They needed to move it to.
Right.
Yeah.
So but real quick, we should say that the cop figures out where the Nectarine farm is. She's like, why is there a Nectarine farm here? Then she's like, wait a minute, I remember this from this case. We find a rotten Nectarine. So she goes to the house. There's nobody there. She goes in the basement. She finds the top of the pyramid. She finds the piece where the sarcophagus used to be. She goes back upstairs. Creepy mom has shown back up.
Says you're doing a Hellraiser down there.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell me those chains didn't look like something on a
Oh,
Hellraiser.
We got a
to the-
Hellraiser here.
to the point where like it gets hooked in a guy's face.
Yeah.
She shoots the mom. We think the mom is dead.
Yeah.
We find Layla.
a version of the script where I think
I
certainly
think
she
probably.
was.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair. We
fair.
find Layla, and Layla's like, "Look, this is I tried telling the truth once, and she sticks out her tongue, and it's half gone." And I was like, "Saw this in Don't Speak with James McAvoy and
Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani."
Well, we find out Layla's an abused child. She doesn't want any
Yeah, she
part of
tried
this.
to tell the
She's
truth
not
first and-
trying to like hunt down victims with her mom. Like she is against her will.
Part of this.
Yeah, she does
Yeah.
not want to be a part of this, and shows her that her tongue was cut out, this, that, and the other. But she's genuinely trying to show her the tape,
Right.
and this is fair
And that's
too.
this is how they get
Well,
the
because
tape.
at first I go, why would you run away if you're innocent, whatever? But I'm like, but you know what? If a cop catches you, you can't go, hey, wait, there's a VHS tape buried over
Yeah.
here. Can you, before you arrest me, can I go get it? Like, you have to run and get it before
Right.
they take you away and whatever.
Especially
So,
if you
like,
ain't got no tongue.
Yeah.
right.
Got
So
it,
I
but-
like
but
that.
can still
I'm like,
talk.
that worked out.
A little bit. I
Well,
get. Yeah, I thought it
She's
was
like, I
interesting.
can't speak, but I can a little bit.
The way that she wasn't speaking English really made it where I couldn't tell how much she couldn't.
Oh, that's fair.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
it was weird though because she talked a lot.
Right.
But then she's like, "Let me get a piece of paper."
I guess
and
it's
I'm
hard. I
like,
guess
but there
it's-
was she wrote a novel.
She wrote a lot, yeah.
Okay, so fast
So
forward
we're
back to the
in
end
the
of this
house,
movie.
and now the dad, having seen the ritual, knows what to do. And I was like, okay, we're gonna put the dad knows. Also, Christian, you're a scumbag in Midsommar. You better do something to redeem yourself. He grabs Katie, which all of a sudden now the mummy doesn't have any strength. That the mummy can't break free from her human father. Like he wraps his arms
I
around
got
her
a
and
lot
like
of questions
of a
about how the
father's
mummy
love.
works.
that. I mean, I kind of thought that's what we were gonna say, is that love was like this.
But I do think there's a lot of metaphors going on about family here, and I do think that was like him embracing her, even though there's troubles. Like if you look at it from
When from the 1920s, man, she was suffering from the troubles.
no, but if this is a metaphor, like if for like let's say you're a teenager with like substance abuse or something,
Sure,
and like
sure.
and then you like him kind of backing off or like, oh, I got to figure out how to whatever, instead of like just focusing on the problem that's right there, right?
Yeah.
And then he finally embraces her and accepts her. Like I think there's
I
more.
will say though, this mummy threw a woman out of a window,
Sure.
but can't throw her dad off of her.
But this is the but a metaphor of when he finally accepts her, like trying to like not figure out what happened, but to like heal what's right
that's true.
in front of
Because
him.
there is a line when they're watching the ceremony where he's like, "I don't want to know. I don't want to know."
Yeah.
And the mom's like, "Oh, we're gonna know."
And I think finally, like him embracing her is him accepting, like, okay, this is my daughter, and I'm gonna be here, even no matter what she's doing. I love you still. You're my daughter, and I think that is kind of like
Sure.
a bond, because we're talking about magical mummies and powers
Right,
and whatever.
right.
So I think that kind of overrode that. But anyway,
So the cop, having seen the tape, grabs her own voice box, which I just thought was wild.
Yeah.
well, she can't. She has to stick her finger.
That's what I'm
in
saying.
through
She
her
she
throat.
pushes
Yeah.
on her voice box
Yeah.
so she can recant
Yeah.
the not recant.
It is funny
Well,
though.
yeah.
She's
say
like,
the things. Yeah.
Do you remember the incantation?
Which is another
No,
like.
but we don't know how many times she's watched
No,
the
I
tape.
know, but
Okay,
it's just
but-
another thing. Like it's got to be an innocent child. or anybody's fine. Right? It's just kind of that, like, you remember him, right? And she's like, no, yeah.
Got it.
Because if she just started saying them, I might go, oh, like she remembered that. But like you throw in a dumb little, you remember it,
An
right?
easy line.
Mhm, yeah, I did.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's
The important thing to remember with incantations is that it's okay to paraphrase.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. If Evil
That's what
Dead,
I'm
if Army of Darkness has taught us
Yeah.
anything, it's okay.
You just got to get close.
But it's just so funny to think, like, I don't know, whatever it was in that moment under the pressure, I don't know that I'm going to be able to recite
She's
the
like, "I
ancient
got it."
incantation. Off
So
the
of
top
course
of my head.
she does it, and then
course.
the mummy transfers from Katie into her dad. The dad passes out, and I was like, shouldn't you be putting those
he
things
did
on
the
him?
old. He did the old.
Jonathan
Pa
Kent. Yeah.
He did. It's okay.
Oh god damn it!
That's what it reminded me of.
So he could have just he could have just
But it was-
he could
but
have
it
just he could have just run over there. He could have run
course,
over
the
there
whole-
and gotten his
yes.
dad, and it would have been
The
fine.
whole thing is dumb. But the whole thing is that, like, this is his guilt of feeling responsible for Katie getting kidnapped, and this is his way of making it right.
Well,
and saying, I'm
one of the
sorry."
scenes we didn't talk about is there's finally when you see these moments of anger and tension where the mom's like, you don't care that Katie's here, you would just want to get rid of her, and the dad's like, by the way, you stupid bitch, like, what about all the times you were home with Katie and you didn't notice?
Well,
And-
this is an interesting conversation because you can tell the mom is checked out, and rightfully so. I get it. They've been through a lot, but like in the 8 years later, she's very checked out. You can tell she's not too happy with him. The relationship is strained. And
I
he's
don't.
like,
So I disagree with you.
Well-
Here's what I will. The only reason I disagree is because
I thought they were doing pretty good.
That's what I thought until Katie comes home,
until the
and
girl
then
comes
that
back.
infestation gets into and starts breaking this family apart. Because I agree, I think the family is
As
in a
well as
really
can
in a
reasonably
really
be
good
expected,
space
yeah.
because they're kind of joking at dinner time and they're.
but I could read it. I think it alludes to what he's gonna say though in this line. Though I could tell that she blamed him for the kidnapping when they were in the interrogation in the beginning. Like, you can tell. I was reading the subtext that she was blaming him for not watching her and getting abducted, which I think is a valid feeling because that's what happened, right? And so he brings it up and he says, hey, I can tell that you resent me and you blame me for Katie's abduction, but where were you when she was cramming
those-
her
all those
dollhouse
other
full of candy
times,
bars?
yeah.
And it's an interesting concept because it's like
I took
he
that
isn't
as-
solely responsible for what happened.
I don't
mean,
even think he's responsible. Like his
Well-
8-year-old daughter was playing in her yard.
that's what I mean though, but like you want to place the blame, but neither of them really did anything
No,
wrong.
absolutely.
Per se.
Yeah.
She missed the signs, he missed the
I
signs.
blame the lady that kidnapped her.
She is ultimately the most responsible
That's
party.
fair.
I
That's
mean,
a fair statement.
if you're gonna file a lawsuit,
Yeah.
the candy companies,
$1,000,000%.
yeah.
Do you just sue?
Pockets
Well,
are-
Tom, you just sue everybody.
Yeah.
And then you hope for the
But
best.
see-
You know.
Do you
Tut
feel
Streets?
like they had Maude and they raised her, and then they were kind of both going like, I think we did better this time. I think honestly, this is
This kid's pretty
it's
cool.
like a second draft.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah. So the Katie kind of has a moment where she says, we hear her her real voice for the first time, and we flash forward an indiscriminate amount of time. We see Katie is looking normal. She's got, her face is not all scarred up, and then she's doing Morse code on the sarcophagus or the coffin. It's not a sarcophagus. The coffin, surrounded in chains, and then everybody's going back to their normal life.
Which is also a hellish idea that I guess Katie had some.
That's what I'm saying.
consciousness.
Well, that's why we get the Layla thing, where she's like, so there's parts of
No,
Katie
no,
that were.
but the whole time she was in the sarcophagus.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I think that's why when they let her out, she freaks out because she's been for
Yeah.
8 years.
That's
like,
a good call.
But you know what it is? She was reading to the dad in the coffin the whole time. I think she had been teaching him Morse code to try
Maybe.
to give him some form of communication.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because she knew from experiencing it he couldn't talk, so she was reading him the Morse code, like do this to say this word or this letter.
That's fair.
And then so he eventually, because he never answers, and then finally he
starts-
answers back,
Yeah.
and they get excited about
Okay,
that. So I
okay.
think, yeah.
And then in what I think Tom is absolutely right was supposed to be a post-credit sequence.
I think this is a great ending, though.
It
For
is-
the way she gets her comeuppance and like the family gets to be
I guess so,
reunited.
but she's not even bad, right?
I mean, she does
Oh, she's
kidnap.
very
She does
bad.
kidnap an innocent
but
child.
what happens if they don't?
Right. I was thinking the same thing. That like
What happens if they don't what?
if they don't imprison this demon, right? Like she is like it's a ugly choice to be in or situation in which you
Okay,
have to make
but
that
you
choice.
don't. But you don't kidnap a little girl,
But
you
it works
kidnap
the best.
a murderer or
Well,
something.
then I got to do it again in 2 years.
In vampire movies, when the vampire like only gets criminals or whatever to feed on, not innocent people, or you know what I mean, like the good vampire. She picked. I know she wanted to pick a kid.
Or you're like Blade
and
and you create your own formula so you don't have to drink blood anymore.
there you go. But you know what I
think
mean,
she
like
should have been having kids?
she's.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. What an insane, like that would have been even crazier if she was actively having children
to move the
to
mummy.
move the mummy if like into it. Could you imagine? I do feel like that scene would exist in a Lee Cronin movie where they implant the mummy into a baby.
Like everybody's
Sure.
got to take a year.
Right.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
and
right,
apparently
right,
they're
right.
kind of okay after it.
Yeah.
But
mummy,
they've done it.
mummy babies.
They've
Mummy
done
babies.
this 80-something times, they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, over
Yeah,
like you know,
which
1,000
we don't know what
years
that
or whatever.
means.
Yeah.
Well,
But ultimately, I
can't be,
know-
though, right?
Well, it could be 20 years, depending
Has
on
to be less
depending
than-
on the body.
But it's their family has done it. So
Yeah.
this could have been going on for thousands of years. Somehow got to their family. Blah blah blah.
It's
Yeah.
the trolley problem, though,
But I-
right? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
essentially,
it's-
yeah.
But,
But
like,
she's not a villain in that she just likes to hurt children.
Right.
No, she's a
right?
villain that she kidnapped an innocent child. Like,
But you know
But
what?
there is
Maybe-
another problem she's preventing by
and,
doing
and
that.
I
That is true.
assume
That is
the
true.
way that we see the evil infect the grandma and the two kids, that my assumption is that if this just gets out, it's the entire world is
which I think is the demon's plan.
right.
I like how
obviously.
I'm presuming her tattoos were like the incantation.
I
that
thought they were
protects her
warding
from
spells.
Those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of cool.
So I just feel like I don't know
She's
that
bad. She's bad though. Okay, this is
She
what you
is-
do. You pick they pick a kid because they're innocent and they'll live the longest. You pick a criminal that's like 10 years older. But maybe you lose 10 years, but they're not innocent.
I agree.
You know, like
but I guess that you can even have a discussion about like the way you're supposed to do it makes it where I'm not totally like, yeah, and this lady needs to get her head cut off.
But like, where do you get access to that? Like, right? It's not like you can just walk into a prison and be like,
Give
"Hey,
me
here's
that
the
one."
17-year-old that did the douchiest thing."
no, I'm just saying though. I'm like, you know, I
And
can't.
they're gonna put up more of a fight.
But what I like though is that she did this to Katie, and
Yeah.
they do it to her. She
Yeah.
she at least deserves that.
Yeah, no, I'm
Sure.
not.
If she's gonna pick an innocent little kid, then at least she's bad enough
Hey, you
to
know how
deserve.
it's really important for you to stop this demon? Well, we've got
Yeah,
a good
we got
news.
it, yeah.
We got a good news,
Right.
bad news situation.
Right, and
for
so
ya.
you can at least admit that even though she's trying to protect the world, she chose Katie, and it's
Yeah.
only fair that they choose her.
Well, like I wasn't upset about.
No.
it.
No, but like that's fair, right,
it-
Matt?
it is-
She deserves that.
It is for me. It's just like a movie. I just didn't need it. Her getting shot to death in the chest was enough for me to go like, okay, yeah.
But I like the fact that she survived that only to be
Yeah.
possessed
So
by
I gotta
the
tell
mummy.
you,
That's a
initially
great
I thought that
ending.
was Layla. I thought that they had Layla locked up.
Oh, no.
Initially, and then
They
she
showed her
rolls.
shot
Oh,
in
she
the back.
but you don't see that right away. You just see
I thought
her.
that was the first scene. You see
No,
the back.
no.
Oh,
You see
okay.
her in the bed, and she's got the
Gotcha.
long hair, and you see her chained to the bed. And then, as the nurse walks in, the gal rolls over, and then you see the scar on her back where the bullet went through.
I knew it wasn't Layla because she was a little abused child. They weren't putting her in
Right.
jail. They knew.
Yeah.
They knew that woman was not going to let that girl go to jail. She
Had a mustache here going in my mouth. That was gross.
oh, geez. That's almost as bad as that funeral scene.
pretty bad.
That was-
So the nurse is, the mom, this woman is like, oh,
the mom's a
you're-
nurse, right?
yes.
So
Yes.
she knows how to do that.
So she's
stuff.
like, you're later than usual, and blah blah, and then not saying anything, and I was like, okay, well, I know who that is.
Yeah.
And then they hit her with like a sedative,
And she's
if
like,
you
"Do you
will.
know my real name? It's Robin."
And then
My name's Imhotep.
coming next year, Brendan Fraser in The Mummy 4. Is there a Mummy 4, or do they just go to 3?
3.
Three.
With,
This
the,
is going to be
with the
4.
Scorpion King in between.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we don't. Yeah, that's
But it
not
was-
that's not a mummy movie.
There's
That's
4 movies in the
Scorpion King.
It's a mummy
franchise.
It's a Mummy franchise.
But he says
He's the
they're a mummy
villain.
4. It's
Right.
not.
Oh,
there was no mummy.
There's 4 Mummy. Actually, there's probably more than
There's
that.
more.
Because
There's 3 Scorpion Kings.
there's a bunch of like straight to video.
There's like wrestlers are the.
I think it's Lou Ferrigno.
Is it? Maybe he's in one of them. I don't think he's the Scorpion King.
Oh, okay.
It's a wrestler. I can't remember which one
Dave
did
Batista. It could be. It could.
it.
No, well,
Am I-
hold on. It could be Dave Batista because he was still wrestling at this time, and he wasn't like the Dave Batista that we know now.
Ron Perlman's in the third one.
There we go.
Billy Zane, Ron Perlman, and Victor Webster in 3.
I gotta tell you, Billy Zane also kind of looks like that guy when he's bald.
Scorpion King 2 is Randy Couture.
Is Billy Zane?
I'm pretty sure. Is
the
that
mummy?
Randy Couture?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's,
Billy Zane, what?
Was he the mummy? Who's the
No.
mummy? Who's the mummy in the mummy?
A guy I don't remember.
Okay.
Billy Zane is the Phantom, is what we were looking for. Yes, with Christy Swanson. So yeah, she's sedated, and the mom basically says, "Gotcha, bitch."
oh, Billy Zane says he is the mummy.
In what?
I don't know.
In the first Mummy?
In the mummy.
No,
Oh, but okay.
Billy Zane is in the Mummy. Oh, maybe he is in the Mummy. Maybe he's like. No, I don't think so.
He's not.
I'm almost.
Maybe
positive
people are
he's
fan
not.
casting him or something. A bunch of stuff popped up. Billy Zane in the mummy. but
Maybe he's in the Mummy. Maybe he's in the new one. I don't know.
maybe.
He
I
was-
wish it'd be cool
I
if
think
there was
they-
a site we could look at.
Yeah, like his IMDb or something. So they, the door is like engulfed in light, and then you see someone in a wheelchair get pushed in, and this is the first time like I was like, oh, that looks like a mummy, where it's like
the classic mummy hoodie.
class,
and-
yeah, the mummy hoodie and this leather jacket. The True Religion jeans were a very interesting choice. And we know what's going to happen is they're going to transfer Imhotep.
The mummy.
Imhotep into
Yeah.
the gal, and that's how it ends.
Oh, in Scorpion King 3, he plays King Talus.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. That's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
so I think this is better than the Wolfman. I do not think they're going to make anything that's going to come even close to the Invisible Man, because that is literally a perfect
I think
movie.
it's
Like,
weird, and this is not fair. This is just my like perception of the classic Universal movies.
Yeah.
But like, there's like a gradient. There's a scale of how much. Like Dracula's Dracula.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's Frankenstein.
Fair.
Sure.
Now, I feel like a Wolfman can be anybody.
What do you mean?
Like
the
could,
Wolfman is not a person, it's a thing.
It's a
Oh, the
thing.
monster
title.
is
and
the
I think
thing.
that's maybe because you get Wolfman, like it's something turns you into it.
Get
And the-
Wolfman.
and Frankenstein is Frankenstein by Dr. Frankenstein.
And Dracula's a vampire.
And the
And Dracula
and
is.
the mummy is like a little too far to the like. I feel like the mummy's the mummy.
but Invisible Man.
Invisible Man's a
Invisible
little
Man.
loosey goosey.
Yeah, okay.
And this, it's weird that this is called the mummy. I like.
well,
I
I,
feel
think
like
Should be
could've-
called a mummy.
A mummy.
Lee
A
Cronin.
mummy story.
Yeah.
Lee Cronin, a
story.
mummy story.
Possessed girl.
Mummy dearest.
Oh my god.
Possessed girl, a mummy story or something.
I think that first of all, I do want to touch on the title. I have kind of gotten into title cards recently. This title card is great. I loved this title card because his Evil Dead Rise title card was also
That was
equally
cool.
great. Yeah, I just don't. It's not the Invisible Man. It's not the Wolfman. But I don't think you're wrong. Frankenstein and Dracula, those are those characters.
Yes.
Right? Like you don't get a second Dracula. Like you don't, you know what I mean?
I think if you went
Anybody can be the Wolfman.
too far away, like if you do Frankenstein and it's like, okay, so this guy has this disease and it makes him look weird, you'd be like, well, this isn't Frankenstein.
I think, but Tom also had a good point where we have had
So many.
even just recently, right?
Yeah.
Like we've had Nosferatu, we've had that other Dracula
Luc
movie,
Besson
the Luc Besson one.
Dracula.
Recently, you've had Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So like those characters, I think those two are kind of impossible to.
I just wanted to bring this up just to make sure this is not a Universal movie. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but The Invisible Man was a Universal movie.
And so was the Wolfman, right?
This is Blumhouse, but it's not
Are you?
Universal.
It's not.
no.
Oh, they were just like, you can't own the
this
right
is
to the
literally
mummy.
The Mummy by Blumhouse, but it's not part of their. This is,
Oh, okay, so
I
I,
thought
did
it
not,
was.
I thought it
no,
was too.
this is not The Mummy, a Universal reboot. This is a Mummy.
I
Literally,
wonder what.
like,
I look
Okay.
forward to Creature from the Black Pond.
Yeah.
Well, we
this
got
is,
that with
this
Shape
is
of Water.
Warner
Yeah.
Brothers,
And that
New
was
Line
Splash.
Cinema, Atomic Monster, Blumhouse.
Well, so
There's no
Atomic
Universal.
Monster and Blumhouse did do the other.
I know, but this is not Universal.
That's interesting.
They're like, we don't got to
You
pay
know
for this
why?
stuff.
Do you know why? Universal has
They're doing their Brendan Fraser
See,
mummy.
that's
So
what
they
I'm
were
saying,
like, yeah.
So I'm just saying it's interesting. We put it in the category because Blumhouse has redone these, but they went and did their own thing. This isn't technically a Universal reboot.
I don't even
And
care.
it's not either. Like I don't think it's trying to
That's what I'm
be
saying.
that,
It
which is
isn't.
why I feel
Yeah,
like you just
yeah.
put a different name on
No,
it.
I think the other two are also so different from the
Well,
universe.
Wolfman definitely was.
Yeah.
Man, that movie should have I wanted that movie to work so bad.
I know you did.
I
It
love
just
that character.
didn't,
It's the best. He's the
unfortunately.
best. Yeah, it's in the middle for me.
Yeah, same.
I
Yeah.
liked it.
So
Too long. Too.
the AMC app said it was 2 hours and 14 minutes, but it was really only like right at 2 hours.
Well, they're adding in the commercials.
no, they've never done that.
I think this got long.
Yeah, I agree, but I was like the whole time I was like, "Oh my god, I'm watching. I'm like, wait,
Let's
another
go.
hour. Yeah. So, but okay, well, I guess that's it for this one. Let's go around the table and everybody can say where to find it.
I'm playing a show tonight.
Ooh.
So this would be
That's a-
probably
do a little
a
time-
week
do a-
ago.
Let me get this out real quick. Yeah. let me,
Do a little
So-
time travel.
Yeah.
are you playing another show a week from now?
I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know.
Just show up somewhere
So
with your
just, like,
guitar.
if you were there, that's sick, man. Thank you for coming out. That's all I got.
Cool. This is Joe. You can follow me on the Twitter at JoeyButts, BUTTS21, and all other social medias at the same.
This is Kevin. Maybe I'll be at Matt's show.
Oh.
See you there.
This is Tom. I will not be at Matt's show. And you can find me on Blue Sky and Threads at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or Facebook at facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. You can find the show online, facebook.com/Real Spoilers. While you're there, like the page, join the group. Don't forget the Patreon because we're hard up for your money, and watch it on the YouTube. So that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, Lou eats a cursed medallion.
Get ready for a spoiler. Won't say it twice, cause we already